Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Anvil of Dumathoin. Thank you very much for joining us for episode five. Episode 5, thank you. Episode 5 of the Anvil of Dumathoin, and we're having a foin-toin. Sort of that.
Awful. Terrible.
Killed
Awful.
Yes, our stalwart warriors of Waterdeep have started making their way through the Frost Silver mines, and things are about to get hairy. But before we get to that, let's meet all of our characters. Let's go around the table, starting with Ed.
Hello, my name is Ed. I use he/him pronouns. I am playing Halbernet Solodonal.
Every time!
Makes me so happy.
Yes, who uses they/them pronouns. They have had a fascinating time thus far, and found out that they are reliable in a crisis, determined to have a plan, which always gets thwarted, which is a shame, but not a problem. At least not thus far. We'll see how it goes today, particularly.
No, I get the feeling that we should have stuck to the plan is going to be something that comes up today at least once.
It might do.
What plan?
Speaking of what plan, Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma. I use the pronouns Em or Emma, and I'm playing Shivarith, who uses she/her pronouns. Shivarith is an evoker wizard who likes to act first and ask questions later. Genuinely, as we've seen in previous episodes. In the current situation, Shivarith has seen a pool of water underneath us and decided not to climb down the rope that was there, but just jump straight in. And we'll find out what happens today.
Unlike foolhardy Emma, your characters are normally very, very good at no, I must save myself, must protect, it is good. But playing foolhardy is just nice, it's different. It's fun.
They are usually foolhardy, just not in a way that's, dangerous.
It's not foolhardy then, is it?
Or usually they've got so many hit points that it's completely irrelevant because you can't kill them anyway.
Yes, I'm well aware. Right, Anna.
Oh, hello. I'm so sorry.
Chaos reigns.
Every time. Right, hello. My name is Anna. I use they, she, and he pronouns. I am playing Coriolis, who uses she, her pronouns. In the last episode, Coriolis was given a Wand of Wonder, which is the most exciting thing ever. And in real life, I was given Nails of Wonder.
Hey!
That's so cool.
I basically sent my friend Emma, you are my friend Emma, but I sent my friend Megan, who runs a nail business, basically a picture of the Wand of Wonder and went, these, but nails, and she made me some, so I'm really thrilled. Megan, you are a star.
Would you like to give a shout out where people can purchase them, that sort of thing?
So I believe she's Megan Grace Nails on Instagram. Hold on, sorry.
Do you want to check it and tell us at the end of the stream?
We can get the mods to...
We'll give it to the mods.
Get the mods
no
to
worries.
It's Megan Grace Nails! It is Megan Grace Nails.
It's exactly what you said. That's good.
Yeah. And, yeah, I know. But she's amazing. Yeah. I feel pretty.
Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. Anna. Natalie.
Hello, I am said Natalie. I am said Natalie. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Thomas Tolstep, who uses pronouns. Thomas is a halfling. He is a fighter of the Battlemaster variety. Last episode, he's had a bit of an up-down journey. Some emotional turmoil over killing a fire giant that maybe didn't need to be killed, but it did also kind of play baseball with Thomas, so and Thomas is currently dangling on a rope above a pit, which Shivarith has jumped in, and who knows what is going to happen. Christmas.
No, I don't know. Are you kidding me? I have no idea what you are going to do.
It begins with F and ends with L. Probably.
Fail.
Oh yeah, that those two words also.
That could be
Flail?
Let's see.
Lumber. No.
That doesn't end in L. Naail, save us. Naail, save us.
Foul? Hello, it is I, Naail. I use him, and I play NAOMLEN. Yeah. And Yeah, I think. What's to be said about Naomi apart from she's the coolest cat around. She was left in the freezer for too long, and she's just super cool. I don't know. I love her. I've had a blast playing NAOMLEN, and I'm looking forward to seeing Shverith's death. But,
That's cold.
I was going to say, do you mean she's a cat because she sometimes, vomits in your house?
yeah, 100%. Like straight up. She scratches up all the furniture.
It's to sleep in a
if you
tiny
want to
little
hug
ball.
her, she'll look huggable, and then she'll just
Go for you with a sharp dagger.
yeah, she'll just stab you, and then be like, "No, it's okay, hug me," and then stab you again. Until you eventually learn your lesson.
Soft, fluffy NAOMLEN, like just a tiny little whisper of a glimpse of
True,
it.
we did.
We did.
Yeah. That was
Naail doesn't
Yeah.
think so. Well, anyway.
Maybe
Before we
that'll be
ramble
more,
ourselves
maybe
into oblivion, let us commence the intro. Thank you so much, players, and thank you everyone for watching. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. For those who are uninitiated, we roll 20-sided dice and things happen. There are character sheets on the left-hand side of the screen. If you're watching on Twitch and you have the D&D Beyond overlay installed, and you can see it, so you can see all the things that we are doing. If you can't see that, very simply, the characters roll 20-sided dice, the players roll 20-sided dice.
Oh my god, the characters are rolling the dice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work in the morning.
The players roll 20-sided dice, and their characters do things based on how well they roll. 20s being good and 1s being bad, and everything in between. You can sort of work out from there, and they're adding numbers on their sheet, which means they're better at things. That's basically how it works, and I play everything that is not them, so the world they face, all the monsters in this terrible mine, all the things like that. That is all me. I usually say at this point that I play the weather, but they're indoors.
That is true.
Indoor weather.
Just gloom.
Microclimate.
Okay.
Is it cold?
It is currently quite
Is
chilly.
it damp?
It is currently quite damp as well, yes. It's not really weather, though, is it? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It is a microclimate, though.
Yeah.
Right.
That is
fungal
correct.
infection.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Anyway, they play their characters, I play the world, and thus we tell our tale. This stream will run for about 3 hours with about 5-10 minute breaks somewhere near the middle, unless you're watching it on YouTube, of course, and thank you for joining us on YouTube if you are, in which case there will be a short 5-second break in the middle. During the live recording, we took a very, very much needed 5-10 minute break.
You can pause, though.
You can skip it. You can just rapidly skip those 30 seconds.
It's not even that, it's 5 seconds. It's literally just a...
No,
be back
it'll
shortly.
be 30 seconds when you're on it.
Yes, anyway, that is there for you. We have some lovely sponsors and supporters, and a massive thank you to Warriors of Waterdeep and Ludia for letting us make an actual play stream of their game, and so far it's going fantastically well, and thank you so much. We've had a wonderful time. We're also sponsored by some lovely other people, the delightful Hero Forge, who make 3D character minis. Emma's currently holding up
Original Prosperous.
It's Original Prosperous from
Prosperous
about a
Mark
year
One.
ago.
Yeah.
That's Emma's Paladin from another campaign. But yes, we have 3D miniatures.
Has more hit points.
3D miniatures that we designed online using a 3D character creator and then were printed and sent to us. So even you can have a 3D miniature of your choosing, which you pose in your own way, design in your own way, and can even apply colour and lighting effects and all sorts of other things to them. It is a marvellous tool if you want to have your own mini and can't paint like me. So yes, check them out at heroforge.com and make your own mini today. We're also sponsored by UltraPro. UltraPro have various things for your tabletop. They've just come out with a really cool bag of holding designed dice bag, which I want. But for the meantime, I haven't got one yet. I'm asked for one. But in the meantime, I have various figurines of adorable power, which I think I've shown most on the stream before, but I'm going to show the goblin today. Don't know why, seems thematic. This is my little goblin friend. If you fancy a figurine of wondrous power for yourself, just join us in chat. If you join us in chat, you'll be in with a chance to win at a random draw, and we'll send you a message via Twitch Whispers about how you can win. But yes, thank you very much for joining us, and massive thank you to UltraPro. We're also sponsored by Elderwood Academy, who have dice boxes, dice trays. I'm holding up one of their dice trays at the moment that you made for yourself, didn't you?
I did. It
You
matches
did,
my
yes.
dice box.
Yeah. So yes, lovely bespoke wooden and leather kit for your dice. You can buy them online. If you head into chat right now, you can get the code roll together. That's roll-together in all caps, which if you add at the checkout phase, you can get 10% off any Elderwood Academy purchase. So check that out for yourself. See if you fancy some Elderwood stuff today. We also have some lovely supporters, D&D Beyond, digital character sheets on the side of the screen, and also letting us roll dice together even though we're all in different houses, except for 2 of us.
But which two,
Who?
Chris?
You and me, and we live together.
Well, the mystery.
The mystery.
What are you doing in here?
That was a roller coaster of an adventure. That was.
Nat, why are you in Harrogate?
Don't give away where Naail lives.
I think it's fine.
Come for me.
My booth is actually a TARDIS, so I can travel in space and time.
That is true.
Yes.
Everything you need.
We also have some lovely dice sponsors. Level Up Dice have made lovely table shakers for us, these massive chunky metal D20s and D10s.
It just looks normal sized in your hand.
Yeah, because your hand's massive.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. That's a normal size D20.
Yes.
That is the table
About
shakers.
twice the size.
About twice the size. Just because I have massive mitts, that's all that is. But yes, if you fancy some Level Up Dice and fancy especially some table shakers, head to a link in chat right now. And we're also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep, as I've mentioned, and also Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. That's 2 D&D video games. If you're here for Warriors of Waterdeep, you will love Idle Champions, and vice versa. Check them out, see what you think. But yes, there is info. You can put codes into chat for info, and codes and chest links and gems, and there's also in chat, as we have been doing for the last couple of weeks, there is the ability to pick a winning grimoire or book as part of Warriors of Waterdeep, which means you can get a certain number of hours of cheap access to all sorts of different things in-game, as long as we hit a certain number of viewers. Chat can tell you all about that, but yes, put !Anvil into chat and you'll find out more about what's going on there.
Yeah, do, because we could use the boost, honestly.
Hunt for Gems is real.
Oh, I think the show could use a boost, but we're doing totally fine.
I meant us as players on Warriors of Waterdeep could use
Oh yeah,
the boost.
we could use the boost. That is totally fair. Yeah, we've got our own little league, and my god,
We
it's not going
all
well.
suck at the warrior draft. All of us.
Actually, I won one today. So
You
yeah.
won one today. Nah. That says it all.
So glad.
But yes, join us in chat for all those various things. There'll also be a link in chat for all of our social medias, which you can find us and talk to us and engage with us there, which I'm very happy to chat, obviously. There's also a link to our D20 Club on Patreon, our Dice Heads, if you fancy joining them and patronising us and helping us make what we make and do what we do. It starts from just £1, so do join us there if you can. And if you'd rather listen to what we do as a podcast, there's links to podcasting apps and stuff like that in chat as well, if that is more your speed. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players, characters, and DMs in our streams. All the players and DM may portray characters that are of different gender to their own. While we aim to avoid misgendering, we do appreciate it does sometimes happen. Have a company policy in place for correction should the need arise. If you have any questions about any of that, drop us an email. It's rolltogetherrpg@gmail.com. There'll also be a link in chat right now to some of our safety tools. We use the TTRPG Safety Toolkit, and there's also content warnings in there too if you want to find out what might happen today and things you want to avoid. Cool. That's it. Time to get back to falling into water that's definitely not full of zombies.
All that deep.
Boo.
And welcome back. So, at the end of the last episode, this party had managed to defeat Harkold Firesworn, the fire giant that was nominally in charge of the Burnt Bone Horde, and chase the remainder of the orcs, goblins, and kobolds in the Burnt Bone Horde into the mines beneath Sharpstone Keep, the Frost Silver Mines, which you haven't really explored that much yet. You started your way down a mine shaft, and as you made your way down said mine shaft, were attacked by skeletons who seemed to basically be there to knock you off the edge of said mine shaft. There were all sorts of fun shenanigans at play, but instead you knocked the skeleton off the edge and it fell a very long way.
Well, NAOMLEN.
No, I think NAOMLEN, what's it called when you do a double kick like that? There's a word for it.
Badass.
Yeah, it was totally badass.
2 words.
Completely
Is it a lariat?
badass.
Is it called a lariat or
Oh
something
my God,
like that?
Who cares? It was really cool.
Anyway,
I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when I kill a man with my feet.
Okay.
Anyway, NAOMLEN knocked the massive skeleton off the edge, which then fell to its demise, and the rest of you made your way down this shaft. Reaching the bottom of the shaft, you then realised that it sort of abruptly ended in what looked like a
Stop
cave.
saying shaft.
No.
Just stop it. It's awful.
Once you reached the bottom of the shaft,
No.
you then went back up the... No. The bottom of the shaft ended in what looked like a cave. It looked like it sort of bottomed out into a cave. And there were...
Get your head out the gutter, Emma.
I can't. We're literally in a gutter.
Yeah,
There was clearly some remnants of a structure that would have allowed people to get from the bottom of the shaft into the cave, at which point you realised that most of that had fallen away and decrepified over time. And a rope was let down to allow yourselves to get down into the cave, and there was water at the bottom of the cave that looked like it would be a safe landing zone. So Shavara promptly jumped off the end of the shaft into the well. At which point, Shavara landed in the water and was promptly grabbed by something in the water.
Hang on, you narrated something grabbing me,
I
but
did.
actually,
I will roll for it like a
we had a
Gideon.
discussion afterwards where I said, technically you have to roll for that, because if it's grapple, I have a chance of getting away from it, and if it's attack roll, I can shield it. So, technically, cinematically, there was a hand, but nothing's actually grabbed me, so,
That's totally
you
fair.
can't
That's
just grab me.
No, I'm not going to... Okay.
exactly. That should never happen.
Good roll for life.
Good roll for life. Good roll for life. This is true. Right, then, in which case, let us start by rolling initiative.
Roll to attack is a good roll for life.
Don't just grab people.
Don't just grab people.
Whole of
Come
America.
on,
Please
don't-
succeed a
don't throw
strength
me
check
dice.
first.
That is a 17 for Coriolis.
Thank you. Shout 'em out. Ed, I can see yours. It's a 17 for you, too.
13.
Oh. You just shoot my fox really badly. That was really harsh.
I'm sorry,
up,
Ed.
anyway.
Oh, dear.
It's alright. It's
No.
fine.
That was a 6.
6 for Thomas. What's new?
You've taken my place. Very kind of you.
That's alright, I got a 6 too.
Ah.
How did
Not
you
a
get a
6
6?
too, I got a 6.
How did you get a 6? You must have rolled a 1.
No, I've only got initiative of +4, so...
Oh,
Just 2.
2.
Yes.
Right. Now,
Also, just to remind you, Chris, that Tides of Chaos is in your court.
oh, I'm well aware.
Oh, no.
You presume I forgot.
Here we go.
You presume that your deity doesn't know. Just to be clear, this is a surprise round.
Yeah, so reactions.
You all, because the zombies rolled super low in initiative, you all have reactions if you want to take them.
It's very important.
It is indeed. But at this point, Shivarith, you will have reactions because effectively that part of surprise round has passed, but the zombies will all get a turn before anyone does. Yes?
This is fine.
Cool.
I only want to be able to cast shield. That's all that's important to me.
Right. The first zombie is going to try and grab you as you hit the water and you don't realise that they are there. Because they're going later in initiative, I think there's a moment of like, this was fun. Hang on, what's that hand doing? So you have some awareness this is about to happen. The first grapple check is a natural 20.
Wow.
Rude.
For a 20... Sorry.
No, for a 20, sorry, continue.
It is for a 23.
And does M have to roll to contest that?
Do you want to roll to contest it? You technically have to roll to contest a grapple.
I mean, I literally can't beat that.
Nothing you can do to beat it?
I can't.
Cool.
I can't roll high enough to beat that.
What
Okay.
could you beat? Because I have a thing.
20. I mean, I have +2 to acrobatics.
So, can't be beaten. There is literally no dice roll that would beat it.
Well, unless I bend luck.
Bend?
Oh, as in make me re-roll it.
No, so it's a reaction.
Yep.
I can roll a d4. I can spend 2 sorcery points to roll a d4, and then either choose to use it as a bonus for M or a penalty for you.
I think we could use that later.
Interesting. I mean, it's a big risk. Do you want to roll it anyway? Because
Is it grappled or is it restrained?
you are currently grappled.
Would be grappled.
You would be grappled, not restrained. You can still cast spells, you can do everything you usually do, but you can't move.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'd say 2 sorcery points are a valuable investment.
No, it's true.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Shavareth, beneath the surface of the water, a hand reaches out and grabs you, and
Also, I don't think you can see it because it's below the surface of the water.
and it's over it's 100 feet away from you, so it's a long way away. I think that would
It
work.
does say that I can see, yeah.
Yeah. There is some strange
Thank you,
light
though.
because you threw a pebble which you cast light on into the water. So you can sort of get vague shadows, and like these zombies are basically backlit, and you can now see various forms rising up out of almost silt at the bottom of this space, and broken bits of wood that appear to be waterlogged, and bits of metal look like there used to be some kind of contraption for getting from the bottom of the shaft into the cave space. But they are sort of moving up, and they all look dwarven, but they are moving up and around, and one has grabbed you and is now going to claw you. That is a natural 1 to hit you.
Does not hit.
As it grabs hold of you, the other hand is going to reach up to try and claw at you, but is being held back by the water, because technically all attack rolls underwater are with disadvantage.
Depends what you're attacking with, but sure.
Claws are definitely disadvantage. So,
Daggers are not, by the way.
daggers are
right?
not.
Who has daggers, I wonder?
In which case, I will say that claws also wouldn't have disadvantage. Then I think
No,
that's
there
fair.
are specific things. There are very specific things.
Oh, they're piercing things, aren't they? It's about
Daggers are
piercing.
not.
Yeah, it's about piercing, not slashing, and claws are slashing. So, yes,
Yeah.
I will roll with disadvantage on the other thing I said.
There is a very specific list of things that are not affected by water. Rapiers, daggers.
Yeah, it's piercing things. You're right. So in which case, I will be fair. A second zombie who is nearby is going to try and claw you for an 8.
Nope.
And for a... Ooh, dodge a natural 20. 14.
Nope.
Okay. One more is swimming up alongside, is also going to try and claw out at you, the water slowing down these aggressive swipes coming at them for an 18.
I'll cast shield. It won't
Okay.
hit.
When you cast shield, what does that look like? You've described it before, but just for flavour.
It's like a sort of almost like a blue energy from my hand, like I'm holding my hand out, and almost like a blue energy, almost like in a Marvel film, like some sort of tech thing, but obviously magic instead.
Very
Yeah.
cool. I will.
To the hand!
And I can, because it's up for now, until the start of my turn, I can move it around.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Just so you're all aware now, Shavareth leapt into the water, and there was a splash. You can't see, it's 100 feet away, and you have some dim lights. You can just about see this pebble in the water. You can just about get this sort of faint glow of this cavern underneath. As described, there are stalagmites, stalactites, it's quite wide. This is not like this is a large natural cavern that the shaft opens out into. You can now see blue light, and the water is moving. You can see that there's something happening. Shavareth is not okay, because that spell was cast. I think that is now
I
fair.
mean, I'm fine. Doing all right. Haven't taken any damage.
But at the same time,
fine, we'll
if
just
you
go.
could arrive,
Okay, with disadvantage, that is a 20.
20 is my current AC.
So it hits.
Yeah.
One of the claws cuts through your shield and you take 7 points of damage.
Yep.
And there is one more zombie to go.
big hit. Is that 5?
19 to hit?
No, 19 won't.
That's the highest. You are now being mobbed. You have zombies literally all around you. They're swarming around you. There's 5 of them. One has grabbed hold of you and the rest are all trying to claw out at you, and one has managed to cut through. Right. At the top of initiative, Coriolis, it is your turn. You can see that something is wrong. You know something is amiss down there, but you don't quite know what it is.
Okay. Would jumping in count as an action?
No. I would say that if you decide to jump off the edge and jump into the water, you are fine to. It wouldn't take an action. It's just part of your movement. But once you hit the water, you can't do a lot of moving around.
Okay. I would like to... I think Coriolis is very much just do and then apologise later. So,
At least they apologise.
so I'm going in. And
Okay.
then once in, as soon as I see a hint of something that is not Shavareth, now this was my logic, which I think probably tracks with Coriolis' logic. I know that electricity and water is a bad thing. So I'm going to extend that logic to hope that lightning and water is a bad thing.
Sure.
And just cast a first level witch bolt at anything that isn't Shabara.
As you hit the water, it is dark and murky, so everything here is, you've got effectively dim vision, but you can see Shavarith being mobbed by about 5 restless dead, undead zombies just clawing away at her.
Witch bolt!
Cool.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Absolutely does,
Nice.
The one that looks like it's the causing the most danger.
yeah. Is it the one that's grabbing hold of her and holding her down under the surface of the water?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've cast that, so I roll a d12 for damage. That's 11 points of damage.
Sure. Your lightning bolt arcs out, and as it is in water...
It's this one.
Yeah. as you place it, it sparks through the water. It does spark in the water, and parts of the water seem to energize as it goes. Make an attack roll against yourself.
Oh dear.
Okay. Oh my god.
Good start.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
Against myself.
Yes.
Cool. How much damage did you roll? Was it 10 damage? It was, wasn't it?
It
11.
was 11.
Sounds like you take 22 points of damage.
I
Oh,
hate everything.
oh, that's kind of smart.
It is. And I don't think there's anything I can really do about that. I could... No, even shield isn't going to help. Never mind.
Can you make another attack roll, please? Lightning and
Too
water.
effective. Too effective.
Well, hang on. This next one needs to be.
23.
Oh.
Cool. All of the other zombies start twitching and sparking as they all also start taking the witch bolt damage. Now, this is concentration, so if you maintain... Actually, roll me a con saving throw to maintain concentration on the spell.
Yep.
Was it?
So
it's
22,
just staying
so
in
you've
the
got to
water.
roll an 11 or higher on a con save to
That is
maintain
a
it.
12.
You maintain concentration on it if you want to. You may choose to drop it. It's
Yes, I
entirely
do.
up to you, but it's still on your
want
turn. It's your turn, so it stays for the round, and then. And finally, make one more attack roll.
I'm sorry in advance. You haven't even made me do Tides of Chaos yet, so I'm just...
Oh, I'm waiting till the end of your turn
afraid.
for that, yeah.
I'm
I
so
still got a
afraid.
shield up, so it's probably
This is the
fine.
tide before the chaos by the sounds of it.
That's a 23.
Shavarith, you also take 11 points of lightning damage as the entire pool... You're all looking down, and suddenly there's this sort of... And the entire pool
Stop
of
using
water...
lightning! What the f*** are you doing? You can talk in water. You can be understood. Jeremy Crawford has said so. You said we were underwater. I read up on the rules.
Fine. In which case, the entire pool of water is now sparking ominously as the remaining 3 of you look down at it with a kind of... Right.
That is not how Thomas reacts.
In fact, can I choose to drop it?
You have to... interesting.
You can drop concentration whenever you want.
You can drop it immediately if you want to. That's fine.
Yeah, I would like to. I'd like to be like, oh great, it hit everyone. Oh no, it hit Shabara. Oh no, I'm hurt. Goodbye.
Cool.
That's the process.
That's your farewell speech to the whole.
Goodbye.
And Anna, you know what's coming, don't you? Roll me a d100 as Tides of Chaos reverts back to you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It could be
That's an-
fantastic.
That's an 18.
18. Interesting.
Very low. Yeah, I thought so.
Shavarith, can you see... I think you can just about see Coriolis in the water as all this is happening. And the zombies, the one's still grappling you, but they're all sort of sparking and jerking weirdly. Coriolis looks at you, and what did you say, Anna? She said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
As Coriolis says this, Coriolis grows a beard of feathers.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
I don't think
it's very lustrous and
I think
beautiful.
I know what to do with this. Like, you said you were competent, but I'm not convinced at this point that you are. I'm not going to say so in this moment. Like, you just electrocuted everybody and also grew feathers on your face. Like,
I'm so happy.
what is happening?
I wish I had
A beard of
near
feathers
me.
is...
I mean, if you can see me, that crosses my face in like a split second.
I'm so obsessed with what just happened. I'm so happy.
Awesome.
Right.
It was like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh my god, what's this on my face? Oh my god. Like,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
It's
Anyone
considered a
who's-
sign of dignity in some places.
In my places, yes.
Anyone who's watched Seekers of El Terrell and missed it needs to go back and rewatch that section with Niall's reaction to
Oh my god.
Yes. It was obscene and beautiful in many ways.
Yeah, you'd be more attractive now to NAOMLEN.
No, too much flesh. Too much flesh.
We don't blame characters. Barter, on the other hand.
Anyway, Corey, do you have bonus action?
Please don't.
Not that I want to use, no.
Go.
I mean, I'm just
Bring out a mirror.
happy.
Bring out a mirror, surely, and just...
Oh, can I just try and find something metal to catch a glimpse of myself and then just admire?
Sure.
I mean, you're in
Underwater.
water, it's reflective. Oh no, underwater. Corey's not underwater, Corey's on top of the water.
Corey's in the water. You could swim to the surface and look at yourself in the reflection, although it'd be very hard to see because there's not a lot of light. Anyway,
And, yes, ripples. Yes.
Hal Bennett.
What, me? Whoa. Yeah.
The water has
There was-
stopped sparking ominously.
I yelled very loudly about being quite injured by lightning. And presumably Corey yelled as well.
I think everybody's already, all right. The plan. Okay, we need a plan. Somebody's hurt, and will therefore... oh, no, I can't.
100 feet away, Ed.
Yeah, no, got it.
You're going to jump in the water. Oh, I'm so sorry. Corey, as you jump in the water, make a dex saving throw.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I need to stop.
After a
Keep your
100-foot
legs
drop.
straight
yes,
when you hit the water.
Yeah.
Dex, sorry.
Yes, please.
I've already taken 22 points of damage. It can't get much worse.
Really can. Even better.
That's a 4.
Oh no, no.
You bounced off the bottom as well when you hit. You didn't dive very well. You probably cracked your heel on the back bottom or something like that. You've
Okay.
taken an extra 3 points of damage on that bed.
Okay,
That's
hold
not
on,
too
hold on,
bad.
Hold on.
I took 8.
Hold on. Can I Tides of Chaos to get advantage on that saving throw, please?
What?
Oh my god, how many hit points do you have?
Unnecessary.
Technically,
It's already happened.
it's already happened. But I'm going to say yes if you want to.
Oh,
I want to. I want to.
don't.
no.
This is...
I'll just take that Tides of Chaos back. Thank you very much. Good, right?
No, that's a 5. I'm
I
sorry.
know, I saw. Hal, it is your turn.
Right. Sorry, they look over the...
It's 100 foot
edge.
down.
That's and having seen two young, sort of impressive people leap off already, he's going to go. Discretion, better part of valor, and starts hurrying down the thing. So if I'm dashing,
You want to hurry down the rope?
no, I'm going down the side.
There is no side to go down. It literally
Is that
opens
right?
out. There
In
is
which case
a
it will
walkway
have
that
to
stops,
be-
and there is a rope
sorry,
that
yes,
Thomas
it
is
will have to be the
on.
rope. Yes, go for the rope.
Thomas is
then.
on the rope.
Oh, I see.
More than one person can go down the rope at once,
Yeah, Emlyn
presumably.
pushes him in.
Which is dumb. Do you push them in?
Nah, I'm joking.
Halbin, if you want to go down the rope, you'd have to sort of climb around Thomas, which may involve an athletics check.
Yeah, not brilliant. Well, actually, an athletics check.
Could Halbernet knock Thomas off the rope?
Interesting.
No, I don't think Halbernet would
My
do that.
move was to jump in next anyway.
You can talk as
To
free
get out the
actions, my
way.
friends.
You're wearing plate mail.
That's what I mean. I'm not. This is not a good plan. Could you? Could I get on the rope as well?
I mean, feel free.
All right.
Like, I'm trying. Thomas really should be better at climbing than my rolls have allowed me to be.
Okay, so is there going to need to be an athletics check to get onto the rope?
There's an athletics check to climb around Thomas.
Okay. Well, so in which case, if I can just get onto the rope, then I will get onto the rope. Then
You
I
are
will
on
try
the
and-
rope.
Yes. Oh, I don't know if this was a good idea. Right.
You got this. I believe in you.
All right, watch
I
out.
just-
I'm going to come past.
Tangle my foot. Oh, okay.
If I can. No, this is fine. Just let me, I'm going to make the roll. 21!
Yeah.
You expertly make your way around Thomas on the rope. Probably with quite a cool sort of flick and a spin.
Yes, no. I've got the thing. It's
Sorry.
I've seen somebody do. It's when you wrap your heels and then drop backwards. But it's kind of by mistake. Now hang on. If I can just manage to. Let's go. Managed to grab underneath the rope to steady themselves, and then flips down again and is past. Well, that worked, right? What are we doing? Am I close enough?
You can make your way down so that if you use an action to dash, you'll have a bonus action left, but you'll be 40 feet away from the surface of the water.
That would be, I think, perfect, but hang on. Mm-hmm. Yes, because then I can do Healing Word.
Okay, you can just about see Shivarath and Coriolis in the water and some figures in the water with them, but it is quite difficult to see, but you just need to be able to see them, and you can see where they are. That's fine.
I'm afraid this does not represent my own viewpoint, but I'm pretty sure that Halbernet would have gone, Coriolis went in there entirely. Oh, no, actually, both of them did.
Yep.
No, it's going to be toward Shivarath, I think. So
Healing Word.
Europe, and that gets you back.
Love that how Bennett literally sees Coriolis with a beard of feathers and just goes the other one.
It does not compute.
Can't see very well at the moment. Again, it's quite dim lighting in here, and you're all backlit. So Prud looks at Coriolis and goes, "It's a weird effect in the water. Looks like Corey has a beard."
Yes, exactly. No, it can't possibly be real. So you get 11 points.
Oh my god, thank you. That's amazing.
11 hit points. And Shivarath, it is your turn.
Right, I have a thing I'd like to do.
Sure.
So if you use Frost Fingers,
Yes.
which is a spell I have,
Yes.
the cold freezes non-magical liquids in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Yes.
What I would like to do is, it's a 15-foot cone.
Sure.
I would like to aim it down, so that ideally it's catching the area underneath me, and a 15-foot cone, so like some zombies.
Some zombies, yes.
So that it freezes basically a platform of cold underneath me so that I begin rising to the surface.
Brilliant.
Please, can I do so?
Hang on. You are currently being grappled.
I don't mind
but-
if that zombie comes too.
That's the thing. I think that zombie would come with you.
I mean, ideally I'd aim it so I get, like, in the cone it slightly gets their foot or something, so they're caught in it.
Nice.
Now, cones mean specific things in D&D terms, but I tend to... can you roll me a d6, please?
I have this image of the zombie holding Shivarath's foot as she kind of Supermans up through the water.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with the zombie underneath, like a torch.
Not letting go.
You can catch 4 of the zombies beneath you with this spell.
Singing a Little Mermaid.
If you frost fingers down, you can catch 4 zombies in this, and they will all be caught and frozen in the water. If you want to catch part of the one that is with you, you can, but it will be effectively grappled by it. It'll be grappled by the ice. The others will be effectively restrained by the ice.
If I catch the one... I don't quite understand what you're saying. If I catch the one that's holding me, will I not be able to go up?
No, you will be able to freeze the water underneath you and go up as you want to. I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to hit 4 of them, and one of them is the one that is grappling you, that one will be grappled by your ice effect, but not restrained by it. The other 3 will be restrained by it, because they'll be frozen solid.
How will it hold on to me while I'm also going up?
It's coming up with you.
Right, okay, that's fine. I'll get all of them then.
Sure, no problem.
I will cast it at second level.
Yeah, that's fine.
So they need to make con saving throws, which I assume they're good at because they're zombies, but never mind. I'm more concerned about having this platform of ice that I can stand on out of the water.
7.
No.
A 15.
No.
A 21.
Yeah, 21.
And a 15.
15,
The 21
no.
will be the one that's grappling you. That makes the most sense.
Well, it still takes half damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's cold damage, if that makes any difference.
It does not.
So that is 13 points of damage.
Okay, so it's half damage if they pass, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so 6 for the one that's grappling you, and 13 for the rest, sorry. Cool.
And so what this is definitely from the hands rather from the staff, because the staff is still on my back.
Yes.
I haven't had any time to sort any of this nonsense out.
Yes.
And I think I'm just going to kind of fan my fingers out and blast out. Basically, in normal, it would look like snowflakes, but at this point I'm panicked, so it just looks like rays of frost as quickly as possible coming from my hands downwards. And then I emerge from the water on a small platform
On a small
of ice. Yeah.
Hang on, you emerge from the water on a small, iceberg. Now, here's an interesting question. How deep is the water? Because it's a 15-foot cone.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't specify exactly how deep it was.
Well, would it be frozen to the bottom? Because if it's not frozen to the bottom, then it would float.
That's why I'm trying to work out whether it's a floating, it's floating or not. I think it probably is floating.
It's got to be shallow enough that 2 of us have bumped off the bottom already.
Yeah.
Exactly, which means that it can't be any more than about, because 100 feet down, I'd say it's about 20 feet deep. So yes, you've created an iceberg, and you're currently standing on an iceberg that's sort of rocking slightly as you
I was going to say,
go up onto it.
Depending on where the point of thing is, it might flip over.
I would probably have tried to create one as stable as possible.
We will cross that bridge when we get there. On Shibara's turn. Oh, it is Shibara's turn. Roll me an Arcana check.
Is it technically frozen to the floor? Are you like 4 feet out of the water?
If it's 20 foot, it wouldn't be frozen. I suppose it could be.
Roll me an Arcana check.
That is a 22.
I would say this is a tactic that you have thought through and planned out. In case in water, this is a good thing to do in water.
I don't think this is planned.
Okay.
Pre-planned. I think this is on the fly.
Oh, then you on the fly work out how to make it so that this iceberg you have created is balanced. It's got 3 zombies stuck in it who are just like frozen solid in it and restrained by it. They'll get checks to break out if they want to. And there's one that's sort of half stuck in it, still holding onto your leg, just trying to do something about it. Fine. Cool. That's your action. Bonus actions?
No, all good. Probably just give me there's quite a few zombies in here. I've got them all sort of stuck in the ice.
There is one that was not caught in this. So there's one that managed to avoid this entire effect.
I don't know that. This was all very quick. I've got no idea what's happening down there.
Nay.
I think NAOMLEN just sort of watches Hal panic for a bit, and then kind of bemused as they do a backflip round Thomas, and then pulls out their daggers and just runs to the edge and just dives into the water.
Excellent.
Oh, aim over there! It's
Dex
shallow
save.
over here.
Dex save.
You'd better get this right, because if you're going headfirst into the water, this is going to be painful.
No, I feel like it's... Oh, okay. That is a 12? Oh, wait. Dex save.
Dex save.
Yeah.
That might be a bit different.
Okay.
Yes, that's a lot different. That's a 15.
Sure. You dive beautifully into the water and hit, balance very well. Yes.
Could I say... It's when somebody jumps in, daggers up, feet out, and instead of going straight into the water, she plants one dagger into the iceberg that you've made and just slides into the water very slowly.
Oh, nice.
So cool.
That is a cool move. Yeah, I dig that.
And then, I've got attacks, haven't I?
Yeah. There's one zombie in the water as you drop down into it and see it just swimming up out of the water at you. There is one zombie that is not frozen in any way, and you can just see right in front of you.
Would I be able to stab the one? There's three frozen in ice.
Correct.
Would I be able to stab the one that
Grappling Shibarath, yes.
Yeah, and would I have advantage because it's restrained?
That one's not restrained.
It's not restrained, it's grappled.
Yeah, I'll stab it anyway.
If you want to attack one of the ones this iceberg, it's solid ice, but the things inside it are not frozen miles beneath the surface.
No, I assume they're thrashing around.
Well, no, they can't move. They are frozen solid because it is frozen solid. But you could easily attack them through the ice if you wanted to.
Just stab through. I wouldn't let them out.
I'm gonna forsake the advantage and try and get both free.
Okay.
From this grapple check.
That is fine. Make me an attack roll as you jump down. I'm going to say because you're basically... There's a lot more power behind this hit than one might expect because you've just jumped 100 feet. So roll this attack roll with advantage.
Ooh, that's amazing. Straight in. I didn't land on the iceberg. I landed on the zombie.
I think it's because you described it as you've dived down and you've gone for the iceberg and used your dagger to pull yourself down slowly. You've just put the other one up into the zombie and just torn down as you've gone.
I like it.
Okie
dokie.
Neither of them were brilliant, but my ad thingy is 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Zombies, mate. They got good AC.
No, that's true.
Okay, and
it's a sneak attack. You can do all the things.
Yeah, sneaky.
Sneaky. I mean, this is definitely a sneak attack. That zombie did not see that coming.
And 3d6. Oh, I'm a lucky boy. don't know. I'm not going to even try to explain.
No, there's no need.
Okay, that is 6 plus 4 is 10, 15. That is 17, and then plus 4 is 21.
Nice.
21.
Points of your
Right.
finest damage, s'il vous plaît.
I need to roll and see if it actually dies. Because zombies
Oh!
could survive it. It does. It is not dead. You've basically hacked into it and torn down through it, and most of it is now in 2 pieces. But both pieces, because they're still connected by like part of the hip, just sort of, and they're still grappling hold of Shivarith and are not dead yet. Not dead yet.
Zombies.
I feel like NAOMLEN and Shivarith can see each other through the gap, and it's just like,
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, this is a waterlogged corpse. Like it's not like organ spill. It's just sort of like it's just mess. Horrible mess. Vile mess.
I can bonus action stab it again, can't I?
You can. There's one in the water that you were going to go for, but you can hit this one again if you like.
No, let's try and get Shivarith. I'm here, you know?
Sure, stab it again.
Gonna
Make an
do a
attack roll.
job.
That is a 17.
Hits, yeah.
And then it's just a D4 plus nothing.
Mhm.
That's 4! Max damage!
Nice.
4 of your finest piercing damage, s'il vous plaît.
4 damage. I have to roll and see if it actually dies.
We're going to be here forever.
I was gonna say.
Doesn't die.
Right.
What? Do these things never die?
Destroy the brainstem.
That doesn't work. It's not really work. I think the first stab tears it in half, and it's still fine and still moving around. And the second one, where do you stab it for the second attack?
I think NAOMLEN's like kind of distracted by the smell and just sort of like jabs into the side of it. Where an organ that probably would matter to someone who's alive.
Yeah, as you stab it and pull it, there's a faint sort of spurt of like black ichor. Doesn't do anything.
I think you've got the spleen there.
What was left of it? Good. Right. Thomas, it is your turn.
Yes, I would like to inquire about the specifics about wearing plate mail in water. Is there anything functionally that is different, more disadvantageous?
You have disadvantage on athletics checks to swim because it is heavy.
Yep.
Otherwise, you have disadvantage on attack rolls in water, but everyone does. Hang on, you're short. You're short.
Short sword, it's piercing.
It's piercing, so you wouldn't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
And
Nice.
but because you have the armor.
Yeah. The attack roll against the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
I mean, trident makes sense.
Javelin.
Spit
Yeah, that's
piercing
not
things.
going to work, is it?
It's about piercing things underwater. Piercings are just
All
underwater and
those
slashing things.
javelins. Somehow in
Stabby
water.
style.
Stabby style, exactly. So, Thomas, I would say you have disadvantage on your movement would be halved in water because your armor is heavy, and disadvantage on athletics checks to swim. But otherwise, yeah,
Okay,
got your
fine.
proverbial.
Created a mobile battle platform for you.
You have.
If I can land on it. That's the question.
Oh, because you've got to come down over me now, haven't you?
Well, yeah, you see, I think having seen everything kick off, Thomas, wearing
Enough of this.
thick padded gloves is going to just slide down the rope as far as possible and then drop into the water.
Gotcha. Okay, so you slide down the rope, get to about where Halvin is, and then leap off the rope and jump into the water. That is fine. Make me a dex save with advantage because you're coming from quite low down.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, you leap off and gracefully almost hit the water. It's still a big splash because you're wearing plate mail, but you do hit the water and you are now very near Corey, who looks a little bit worse for wear. There is one zombie who is not frozen in any way, and...
Can I
Yes.
request that I dive bomb onto the zombie?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to make that your attack roll?
Yeah.
Awesome, go for it.
You're just going to sit on them.
Just like little cannonball.
Boom! Scoosh! Yeah, go ahead.
But wait, but can I still attack with my sword?
Arguably, yes.
Okay.
You make a cannibal.
You're pointing down with the sword.
You're doing
landing.
Link. You're doing Link's point down with the sword. That's what you're doing.
Nice.
That is a mere 15.
Hits, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Zombie.
Zombie.
Mere 50.
And I'm assuming I cannot apply fire damage.
You can in water. It's just halved. Everything's resistant to fire. Everything's resistant to fire in water.
Oh, marvelous. Okay, so just double check. Expertise. Fine.
Yeah, just halve it once you've rolled it.
Okie dokie. So that's an 8 base.
8 base.
And then,
Base.
and then an extra 2
Ooh, cool.
after the half. So that's 10 total.
Yeah, that's fine. You land on it and stab down on it, and you probably sort of like drive it down to the bottom of the water a little bit, and you and this zombie are now sort of in intense combat at the bottom of the water. That is fine.
Do I have enough movement left to kind of kick off it and swim back up so I'm closer to Cori?
If you kick back off in some way, I'll get attack opportunity against you.
No, that is true.
Do you want to take your second attack?
Oh, you get 2 attacks as well, yeah. As you're riding it down, you just...
Yeah.
Go for it.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I get swept up in the falling off.
I forgot as well.
Yeah. Oh, that is only a 10.
Hits.
Oh,
Ooh.
great.
They have low AC, the zombies. I keep saying
true.
this.
As well. They just don't die, that's the problem.
That is true.
Okay.
Zombies do not die.
Worse.
Damn,
so that's
con
a
saves.
6 plus a 5 halved. Am I rounding up or down on the
2.
halving?
Round down. Always round down.
Okay, so that's another 8.
Cool. Still not dead.
Really?
Do you want to swim away from it, or are you going to stay on it? Because I'm going to say you've pile drived it into the... Pile driving! That's what it's called.
Yeah!
Pile driving.
Actually, I suppose considering the other zombies are being taken care of, so
Kind of,
there
yeah.
is no direct danger to Cori anymore. So I will stay on this one.
And if it leaves your sphere of influence, same thing. You get attack opportunity too. So you are tanking like a good tanky boy. Right. The zombie that has Shavareth grappled is going to attack Shavareth twice. Out of the water, so no disadvantage on the attack rolls.
Yeah.
That is a 12.
No.
That is a 14.
No.
Like, it's trying to coordinate its strikes, but sort of every time it tries to strike, its whole torso just, like, concertina's out horribly. And it sort of pulls its own torso. It like, takes an arm out and pulls its own torso back up. And then the other side pulls out the other side.
Oh,
This is very funny.
I feel like we should kill it just because it's awful.
Comedy
to watch.
zombos! The 3 zombies inside the ice, they're going to try and break free. I'm going to give them a check to break free, basically.
I want to break free.
My DC is
We don't want
16
them
if
to break
that's
free.
relevant.
Yes,
to
I was
you.
going to ask what your spell save DC was. Cool. The zombies start to sort of and start to push against the frozen solidness and are trying to break the iceberg. 2 of them flail and will start to try and like... The third one... the ice around it starts to crack, and it is now no longer restrained. It is grappled. It starts to break parts of itself out. Like half of a leg and an arm are just hanging out one side of the iceberg now, and the whole thing, because of that kicking in the water, is starting to spin jauntily. Hang on, that's my addition.
Nice.
As this is happening,
What?
Got a long stick. You start.
As this is happening. I mean, I do have a stick. It's not for punting, though.
The bottom is way longer than your stick. As this is happening,
Could use it as a dipstick to find out that the bottom is deeper than.
That's the pH
a
levels.
dipstick is a thing you put into a pond to figure out how deep it is.
Obviously,
For anyone
obviously,
who's
I
not,
never-
done.
Or a car.
Dipstick in a car, yeah. Check
it's
the
fine.
That's what
oil.
we call my mate.
It's also a very northern insult.
he's very good at checking oil. What can I say? Right, so out of
Learning so much.
Thomas, underwater, as you pile drive this zombie into the ground and start stabbing away at it, out of the ground,
Oh no.
a ghostly spirit, looks a lot like the dwarf that you're stabbing into the ground, is going to pull its way out of the ground and is going to pass straight through you.
Oh no.
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit you.
No.
You get a shiver down your spine as it passes its way through you, but you are as now unaffected as spectres join the fray.
Oh no.
Ghosts! Ghosts!
Is that what you're doing?
Ghosts!
There is ghosts in these waters.
Can we all see them? Or can only
You will
Thomas
all
see
be able to see them now as one just passed through Thomas. You're each going to get one attack. Right?
Oh no.
Halvin, one sort of bursts out of the water. This one looks, female, but it's hard to tell, and just passes straight through you as well, and rolls a 7. Does nothing.
No.
NAOMLEN and Shavareth, 2 more come out of the rocks and underwater and attack you. A 17 to hit you, Shavareth.
Not if I shield it.
You shielding it?
I am going to shield it.
Shield it again, that's totally fine. An
Because-
8 to hit NAOMLEN, so no.
If I shield it.
Why are they only hitting me?
No, they're one each. They're all going one each.
Yeah, but the attack rolls are only hitting me. They roll on you lot.
I'm sorry. I mean, I've just countermanded that because, Corey, that's a 19 to hit you.
Oh god.
Yes,
it's just the
The
spellcasters.
magic users, yeah.
Chris just has it in for a...
I'm just rolling dice! I'm doing that! Corey, you take 7 points of necrotic damage. Maybe a constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no, roll well.
I mean, unlikely at this stage, but it's okay. A constitution, sorry.
Yes, please.
That's an 11.
That's enough. You just take the damage. Just 7 points of damage. Nothing else happens.
I am poorly.
It is also your turn.
Right. Have we got...
Corey, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry.
all right.
I didn't hear that.
It's all right.
Okay. Can I ask a bit about the geography of the
Sure.
water?
You are in a pool of water that looks like it's gathered here over time. There are bits of wood and metal.
Oh
The
no,
wood...
I meant where everything is.
Oh, I see.
In relation to the-
You are near the surface of the water, so there's probably about 5 foot of water above you before there's the surface. Thomas is about 20 feet below you, currently slashing into a zombie. About 10, 15 feet away from you, off to a side, NAOMLEN and Shivareth are balanced precariously on an iceberg that is slowly spinning and bobbing around the water, and Halbernet's hanging on a rope, and you can't see Halbernet, but Halbernet's hanging on a rope about Ed, let's face it, that's not what Halbernet's doing. Halbernet's you were 40 feet away. You're 40 feet away from the surface of the water, so Halbernet's quite a long way away.
Okay. There is a Zombo currently trying to escape from the iceberg.
Yep.
There are spectres.
There are 5 spectres, each one attacking one of you.
Okay. Then I think the most sensible thing to do is probably to focus on the one that's attacking me because
Yes.
I can't take much more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, what type of damage can I do to a spectre in water?
Interesting question.
Yes.
Lightning.
Obviously, that's a really good idea. You'll roll better this time.
I mean, as
Don't forget you can use your sorcery
lightning
points to
damage
swap
again?
out damage types, so you do
yeah,
have...
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so it did necrotic damage to me.
Yup.
So I'm going to go ahead and assume that necrotic damage is a bad idea.
Do you want to roll me an intelligence check so I can give you some information about ghosts? Because you probably know a bit about ghosts.
If it will not cost me my action.
No, not at all. No, it's just a freebie.
Is it straight intelligence or?
It's not straight intelligence, but it's flat intelligence.
Good.
Oh. No.
Was that the 3?
It was a 3.
Yeah, I can see your rolls.
This reaction game is good.
Corey, your reaction to seeing a bunch of ghosts is, and that's about it.
I can see through you!
D&D Beyond just hates me today. Okay,
Aw.
right. So
Not true.
it's absolutely true. Okay, I think I'm going to assume fire doesn't work well in water.
Correct.
I think my option might be psychic damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to cast Mind Silver
Slither.
on the Spectre.
Saving throw, innit? What's my roll?
Yes, it's an intelligence saving throw.
That is a 12.
That does not pass.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
It shall not pass.
It shall not pass. That's 11 points of psychic damage.
How do you cast Mind Sliver? What does it do when you cast it?
Okay. Oh, it's Sliver. I've been saying silver this whole
alright. Don't
time.
worry.
I was about to do this
Easy
whole
mistake
thing
to
about
make.
silver light and whatnot.
You
No,
can still say that.
I
There's
know,
nothing wrong
but-
with saying there's silver light. It's up to you how you define your spells.
Can we make it that because of the dyslexic nature of Coriolis, it is silver because that's how they were taught the spell and they never corrected it.
Yes.
That's an amazing idea.
Yes.
So Coriolis cast Mind Silver. Yeah, fine.
Mind Silver.
It's the same effect. It's just a different.
It's the same spell. It's just that she thinks it's Mind Silver.
That's
okay,
amazing.
In
Yeah,
which
let's do that.
case, it's literally like she's got a silver ring and she just kind of goes and then like a little kind of like a silver, almost like claw, kind of like comes out of the ring and just like almost like it just attaches itself to this thing's face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spectres are resistant to a lot of damage. Psychic is not one of them, and it clearly is quite upset by this. Like, it's never been hurt this badly before. There's a certain amount of fear in its eyes, even. That is your action? Do you have a bonus action?
I don't think I do.
Didn't
Also,
cast
that's
a
a
first level
cantrip, so nothing. So I'm not growing another beard. I'm assuming I still have my
You
beard.
still have a beard, yeah. Beard's still there.
Right. I would like to...
Oh, that's a good point.
What?
Your beard is still there.
What?
Just roll me a con saving throw.
Oh.
Run away, head down down the water. No, sorry, I can't remember.
End.
Coriolis.
Right.
17.
Go,
She's
you're
going
fine.
to take flight by your face.
I just want to know what it would have been.
No, I am not telling you. Cool, right.
It will come into play later.
It'll happen.
Essentially.
It'll happen.
And I've still got Tides of Chaos. It's going to be great. But
But
if you don't want a bonus action, then that is the end of your turn. And moving would mean Spectre gets attack of opportunity, so I wouldn't recommend it. Hal.
Right. So I thought we were going to finish the name. So
Bennett.
now, my Ring of
Bennett.
Long Life.
Yes.
Can I use that and cast a spell on the same turn?
Does the Ring of Long Light take a bonus action?
No, it is an action.
Then
But
no.
I can't.
Oh, you cast a bonus action spell. Yeah, that's totally fine.
That's what I mean. Because I don't think it's casting a spell because it's using a piece of equipment.
If you're using an item, then you can. It doesn't count as casting a spell on your turn. If you're using an item to cast a spell, very important wording, then
Oh, I see.
check it. What does it say? Go.
It says when a charge is expended from this ring.
No, that's not casting a spell. Like staffs that say you can cast Code of Cold or something, that
yeah,
is using
okay.
your staff to cast a spell, so that is an action.
that's fine.
Whereas if you have an item that does a cool thing as an action, then that's not casting a spell, no.
Who's got a staff that casts Cone of Cold, Chris?
No one. Check out that crystal that you got earlier that I really strongly hinted you might want.
Okay, so what's going to happen now? It's going to be vaguely unintentional because that's how they roll. But so the way that the Ring of Long Life works is that a drop of blood needs to be spilt. So there is a sort of a spike in the bottom of the ring. So whilst holding on very carefully, he's going to go. Wait, I need to go down a bit, don't I? Okay. Hang on. If I
It's
just
like
go...
you're trying to do a diabetes test for a precarious situation.
Exactly. So I'm just going to let my feet go, and I'm going to try and drop 10 feet.
Okay.
Because I think that means, because it's the long life I need to be within a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, which
So
means
I need
you'd
to-
hit the people on the iceberg, but Corey and Thomas are way below the surface.
All right. In
5 foot below the surface.
You're 5 foot below the surface, but Thomas is 20 feet below the surface. You'd have to be within 10 feet of the surface of the water to hit Thomas.
well, so in which
The
case,
water is nice.
It's
in
not.
which case,
It's really cold and murky, and it's got that kind of... you know when water tastes like stone, when it has that almost like strange, almost like
Water has
mineral.
zombie juices in it.
I mean, there's that too, but it's mineral as well. There's a very mineral quality to this water, but not nice mineral water. No, not nice mineral water. That kind of too brackish, almost sulfuric. Like it's too much.
yeah.
Vitamin
It's like
Z.
it might be good for you, but it's
Plus dead zombie.
So there's going to be a slight sort of okay. Here I come to save the day, ha! And then letting go of the rope and just dropping straight down.
Did you
And
just?
trying
Oh my
to
god, I love it! I love it so
I
much!
can't remember who's he called? What's the comic book hero called?
Mighty Mouse.
Did you Mighty Mouse? You Mighty Mouse.
I did Mighty Mouse. I felt like that was the
Cool.
thing.
You're leaving the Spectre's sphere of influence, so it's going to make an attack opportunity against you.
That's fine.
Okay.
That was kind of the intention, I think.
Here we go.
Not to get attacked, but yes.
That's fine. 13?
Not even close.
Yeah. It tries to swipe out at you as you fall off and hit the water.
So falling down. Once it gets to within the just before I'm about to hit the water, the ring gets pressed in. So ow! And then bobs to the surface. Sees, I think,
Everyone is within
this-
30 feet of you now. Everyone is within 30 feet of you now. That's fine.
That's well. So just to tell everybody, you all get. I've got to roll that, don't I? You will get healed by 1d6 damage for the next 1d4 turns. I'm about to find out how many turns that is.
You don't need to stay within Halbernett's aura for this to happen. It is not an aura. It is a burst effect, and then you basically regenerate. It's the regeneration effect from Warriors of Waterdeep in item form.
Nice.
And it's
You're welcome, Internet.
This is for 4 turns,
Wow.
Okay.
and it is for...
Cool. Does that start now?
You regain
yes.
2 hit points at the start of your turn for the next 4
That was
turns.
going to be better.
Is it 4 turns, Ed?
Yes, 4. I rolled 4.
Cool.
I rolled
2
higher
hit points
on the
every
rolls
4
than
rounds. No, sorry,
Yes.
2 hit points every round for 4 rounds. Not 2 points every 4 rounds would be utterly useless.
Not that it's great at the moment. You're getting 8 very slowly.
No,
So,
but Ed, it means that if someone gets knocked unconscious, they don't go into death saves.
Yeah.
understood.
Which
Oh my God.
we heal
Which
on
we
our
decided
turn
was very
or-
On your turn.
Okay.
There is also going to be a healing word cast toward Coriolis this time.
Yes!
You can now see the full feathered beard and... It's weird.
What in the name of God?
And I'll just be like, I don't know!
I don't know. Why my Adele?
No, genuinely a little bit.
But also, if I remember rightly, my healing word is just a big arc of Pepto-Bismol pink, isn't it?
No, that's your guiding bolt.
Oh, that's a different thing. Okay, so no, but so this one is slightly different then. It will be sort of like a sort of like a big smoke ring, if you see what I mean, goes out from my finger and then sort of hits the person, and then so that's what's happened. There's a sort of
Great.
and you get 10 points of healing.
Splendid. What a
that works.
fantastic turn.
I'm very pleased. Thank you.
Right. Hal, but you've had bonus actions, you've had actions, you've had movement.
Yes.
That is the
I
end.
don't think I can move. I'm just sort of
Nah.
going
It is cold.
in the
Yeah.
water.
Shivareth, it is your turn. Don't forget you heal 2 hit points at the start of your turn. And for the next 3 rounds. So
I'm gonna forget that.
I'll try and keep track of it for everybody.
I
It's
was going
fine.
to say that. Yeah, I'll try and do that as well.
So, at the start of your turn, you heal 2 hit points. You're still grappled by this very much clinging onto life by a desperate strand zombie. NAOMLEN is with you on top of the iceberg, the miniature iceberg you have created. One of the zombies is managing to break its way out of the iceberg. The other 2 are still frozen solid within.
How many things in this room? I'm mostly concerned about spectres, but I'll take the maximum number of things.
Yes.
And I mean, tell me, with melting the iceberg and without melting the iceberg,
Okay.
could I catch in a 40-foot radius?
You want fireball?
I didn't say that.
I know. There is a spectre floating up above that you would catch in a 40-foot radius that was on Halbernet. There is a spectre near you. There is a spectre near NAOMLEN. If you want to catch...
I can protect 4 of my allies, I can't protect 5, so...
Cool. Thomas is way down low, as is the spectre that's with him, as is the zombie that's with him, so you can't do anything to them. I would say that if you angled it correctly, and there'll be a dice roll in this as well, you could probably hit the 4 spectres...
Why would there be a dice roll? Because there's already deck saves. So you're essentially penalising me twice.
Because you want to hit as many things as possible. I want to see how many things you can hit. You're going to hit a lot of them. The question is how many. So you could hit the 4 spectres on you, the one that was on Halbernet, the one that is on NAOMLEN, and the one that is on Cori. And you could hit the zombie that's grappling you. But all of the other zombies, if you hit them, you would melt the iceberg. So that's 5 creatures you could hit.
I can't decide whether it's more important to just keep them out of the fight restrained or just go for it and
Oh,
give
go
them
for it.
damage.
That's definitely what this
Fire
group is
burn
doing.
zombies, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I'll go for everything.
Okay. So you want to hit the iceberg as well? You want to hit the iceberg and melt the iceberg and hit the zombies inside the iceberg too?
Yes.
Okay. Then in which...
With regret, yes. With sadness.
With sadness.
It's going to be interesting.
Then in which case there are 4 spectres and 4 zombies that you can hit with this.
It's an area effect, so they're either in it or they're not.
Yeah, but we don't use maps. Can you roll me a...
But I wouldn't use it if it's not going to hit them.
No, it's probably going to hit them. I just want to put a small amount of chance in about the certain things that you can hit, especially the ones that are inside the iceberg.
But I would be calculating where to put it, because Shivara can see the room, I can't see it, and if it wouldn't catch a certain percentage of them, I just wouldn't use it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The question is, I don't know how quickly it would burn through the iceberg, because that is something we made up. So can you roll me a d4, please?
Sure.
See how many of the zombies you hit as well as the spectres.
2.
Cool. You will hit the zombie that is next to you, obviously, and the one that is starting to break free, but the two that are inside the iceberg are too deep in the ice and can't be burned through.
But in that case, the iceberg presumably wouldn't melt.
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
Well, not all of it. Some of it will. Right, then in which case...
Would they still be restrained in that case?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm fine with that.
Dex save. So the spectres roll a 14.
Should be fine.
Oh, do they fail on a 14? An 11?
Yes, 14 fails.
Worse. Worse. All 4 spectres fail.
Nice.
The 2 zombies that are hit...
If they're restrained, they have disadvantage.
The ones that are restrained are inside, so the ones that aren't getting hit, these ones are grappled, which means they don't have disadvantage.
Okay.
One rolls a 17.
17 passes, yeah.
And one rolls an 11.
Yep.
Okay, so...
I've rolled high. I've rolled 36.
36 points of damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is where DM brain gets even more confusing. Spectres are resistant to fire damage, so 36 divided by 2 is 18.
19.
19.
No, sorry,
18,
you're right, 18.
18.
Cool. The one that was fighting Halbin, it just shrieks and disappears.
Great.
The other 4, the one that's attacking NAOMLEN, the one that's attacking you, and the one that's attacking Cori, also all shriek in, again, unexpected pain as the water boils at various points and burns off at various points. And you're protecting Hal and Cori and NAOMLEN and yourself.
Well, they, similarly to the lightning bolt, the fireball is all around you. And
I was going to say, yeah.
it is like being entirely inside a fireball, but just nothing happens to you.
It's like being in the sun for a bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just boom.
The spectres are all screaming horribly around you as they are all very badly burned. Now, the zombies, that one passed, which means it takes 18 points of damage. It has 1 hit point, but I have to roll to see if it survives or not. Oh my god.
Boo.
It does not survive.
Yay.
The one that is grappling you is burned to a crisp and bursts. NAOMLEN, Shivarith, can you both make me a con saving throw?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm good then.
I give you the most complex combat.
Oh, 10.
You fail.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at con saves, I believe.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, advantage against poison. Is this considered a poison?
No, that just means that... Oh, advantage against being poisoned?
Yes.
You will not be poisoned by this, it's just poison damage. Are you resistant to poison damage?
It says against poison. That's all I've got for you. I'll deeper dive into the D&D.
Advantage against poison. This is a poison damage effect, so I will say yes, that you have advantage on the saving throw against it. Go for it.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Hardy dwarf.
Party yours.
Okay, so that was a nat 1 all.
Okay.
A 15. So
Cool.
I'll take the
Do you want
15.
to re-roll the net one? Actually, no,
yeah.
I should probably keep it. Actually, there's a lot going on.
It's got a 15.
Yeah,
You're fine with that.
15's probably fine. You do pass on a 15.
yeah.
You pass on a 15. So, Shivarith, you take 18 points of poison damage.
You are joking.
I am not. And NAOMLEN, you take 9 points of poison damage.
Bloody hell, that's...
As this thing takes its final breath, it sort of twitches and then bursts, and there's this cloud of poison that just
I hope I haven't killed the other one.
puffs out around it. The one that is grappled
Not near that one,
inside
thankfully.
failed its save, so it took 36 points of damage,
Well,
so
it's in the water, so technically it would take half of that.
half in the water. It's alright, I had 13 hit points, it was dead anyway. The question is, I have to roll a con save to see if it dies. It dies. And explodes as well. Can I have con saves from Shivarith?
I'm
and
gonna die.
From NAOMLEN?
But it's like far away from
No,
us.
it isn't. No. The iceberg is
I
the
rolled a
iceberg.
16 that time.
16, so you take half damage.
What?
Naail
Yeah.
was so far
Naail
away when
didn't
everyone's
take
taking
half damage last
Took 9
time.
damage.
He did. He took 9.
Just 12 of your 12 con save.
You just pass. You both take 7 points of
I'm
poison
out.
damage.
I had 7 hit points.
7!
Seven.
You're not on death saves because you got 2 points of healing coming to you next turn.
Yeah.
Give it a
2. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a start.
The 2 zombies inside are unaffected, but the iceberg you're on has melted slightly as Shivareth collapses on top of the iceberg and is sort of
Good job that
slowly...
iceberg didn't entirely go.
Yeah, so slowly sliding off it, but very, very slowly. You're all right for now.
Oh, God.
Okay, that was Shivareth's turn.
I knocked myself out
But you did monster everything.
with my own
You
power.
did. That was very cool.
You weren't to know they were going to explode.
No.
And now I'm the one thinking, is she as confident as she says she is?
Hey, I've killed way more things than you have.
Yeah, that was just like
This is
9 in a
not-
row.
Yes, but I gave myself a feather beard. Appreciate this.
NAOMLEN, it is your
Priorities.
turn. Shivareth is very clearly knocked unconscious by the poison and is sort of collapsed and is sliding off the iceberg. The zombie that you were fighting on top of the iceberg is very much dead. The one that was breaking out is very much dead. The 2 that are inside are still sort of moving slightly, but very much frozen as solid as they can be. There is still a shade near you, although it was very badly burned and is currently shrieking horribly in your face. There's also one next to you that was attacking Shivareth that's also very badly burned and shrieking in Shivareth's corpse face.
I'm not a corpse.
Unconscious face.
Corpse face.
I have dice. I'm not afraid to throw them.
Table shakers, they're going to hurt.
No, only plastic ones.
When you have enough.
I think first I'll heal 2 hit points.
Heal. Yes.
So yeah, solid 29.
Meaning.
Can I not stabilize Shivareth in the sense of like spend an action trying to get them up because she's going to be up. I mean,
You
like
can
make
roll a
sure she
medicine
doesn't
check.
fall off the. Huh?
Oh, you could take an action to roll a medicine check?
No. I just want to make sure she doesn't fall off the ice.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I meant by
Now
stabilize.
that the iceberg has melted slightly, we're going to have some fun with this. Climb up to Shivareth and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Another question: is this going to be a full action?
No,
Cool.
this is part of your movement because I'm having fun.
This is amazing. That was really like.
Yeah, no, entirely fair. I would also have made the choice to kill something rather than stop me falling off.
She's drowning. She's alright.
Fine. We're
Ah,
gonna
well. All things pass into the night. Go on.
Now, was this a dexterity check or a saving throw or an acrobatics?
This was a
or
dexterity saving throw.
Ah, well then, I will have 15, please.
Cool. You climb up on top of the iceberg and you manage to grab hold of Shivareth and stop her from falling off the iceberg. Naail, roll me a d100
What?
to see what the iceberg does.
I've got you. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
it's like we're in Titanic.
Never let go.
Don't let go, Jack.
There's definitely space on the door for 2 of us, mate. There's clearly space for 2.
It might flip
Clearly,
over.
there's not. 62.
Chris, you were DMing that show. You were like, if he climbs on, it might flip over. You better be careful.
Yeah, and then Rose's
Roll a
player
D100.
went, I'm not rolling, I'm no, Jack. Right.
Amazing.
Naail, you rolled a 62. As you clamber up and hold on to Shivareth, you realise, ooh, it's starting to rotate, and the zombie's just coming out of the water. It's still in the ice, just it's rolling around on top of the water. Do you hold on to Shivareth and sort of keep shimmying around, staying on top of it as best you can?
Oh my god.
Does it take an action?
No.
Then yes.
Cool. You are currently sort of half climbing up an iceberg and is rotating slowly, holding Shivareth out of the water as it sort of inside zombies just as they go underwater again.
I made this machine washing hell funhouse.
No action.
You got some spare daggers to like stab
Stab
through
something.
her clothes into the ice and just like keep her pinned to it.
There are still spectres
but
floating around this
it's
whole
rotating.
So she would just drown.
Because of the weighting, probably what happened is she would just sink underwater and then just be there drowning. That's all that would be. Now, then, I will say that there are still
Best way.
there are still two spectres floating around, watching this sort of strange magic merry-go-round, just as these two spectres float around the outside, still screaming in both of your faces.
Yeah, they're within, because they're in screaming distance.
They're within
so
striking distance,
stabbing
absolutely.
distance.
They're in stabbing
Cool.
distance, absolutely.
I think, as this like icicle.
Just to be clear now, just to give you the full image of what you're currently experiencing. You're sitting on a block of ice, your friend is unconscious, you're trying to make sure she doesn't go under the water, while two ghosts are in your face just going, ah! Like the whole way through.
I think you know if you see people on like the logs.
Oh my god.
And one hand is like got like sliding, just like that limp body, like holding it as I'm trying to like keep myself straight.
Yep.
As a zombie popping up every now and then. And yeah, I think I turned to one of the nearest spectres.
Make me an attack roll.
How about it? Yeah, please. Oh, God. You know what? Can I use my bonus action to get advantage so I get that sweet sneak attack?
Because of where everyone is at this point, I would say that you can have advantage on this attack because Howl's nearby, Corey's nearby. We don't have a map to go 5 foot increments, so I'm going to say you can have it. You don't need to use your bonus action
It's
to do
right
that.
there.
That's really
Cool.
Distracting.
That's not how that works.
Put the dagger in her hand and then heck with that. That'll be a surprise.
It's weekend at Bernie's now.
Set up an elaborate rope. Oh wow, lordy, Miss Cloudy.
What'd you get?
That was not good.
Again, spectres do not have high ACs, my friend. What'd you get?
Oh well, then a 12 should do it.
Just does, yeah.
Nice.
Well, excellent.
This is not about
Okay,
high
so-
ACs, you never hit them. This is about what happens when you do hit them.
Yes, again and again
Yeah,
and again and
that's
again.
why I didn't go for the zombie because I
Yeah.
thought, oh, advantage, but then I kill. I just straight up kill Sheriff.
It's fine.
That's
I
two
wake
failed
up.
saves.
Mert's going, where's your 75 gems? You can try again.
Yeah, Mert's just waiting in the wings going, soon.
That's I think 18 points of damage.
It has 4
in
hit
total.
points.
Oh well, it's
But wait, there's the. Oh no, there isn't. It's the spectre.
No, spectre.
Right.
Yeah.
You pop it out of the air and it does sort of burst a bit like a balloon.
excellent. I think as a bonus action, I'm just going to turn and try and stab the other one.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty then. Is this still at advantage or is this just a regular roll?
This is still an advantage because there's some... Hang on.
Just a regular roll.
Just a regular roll.
Yeah, it's just
Regular roll.
Oh, that's a 14.
Hits, yeah.
Sweet McGee. Bloop. Oh, max damage!
Yeah.
Four
That's
points
enough.
of your finest slashing damage.
You as you're sort of as you're sort of trying to do 6 bajillion things at once, you just stab the
straight
2
up.
spectres. Yeah, exactly. Get them out of the air, and it's no problem. They both pop out of existence. Lovely.
I think NAOMLEN looks actually surprised. Like,
That
I don't think
works.
anybody sees this, but NAOMLEN's like,
How is this?
In the back of your head, you realise that as you're sort of clambering up this iceberg, this sort of continuous wall at this point, basically, and dragging Shavareth with you as you go, you hear a faint do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, good. Thomas, it's your turn. You have no idea any of this is going on.
No.
Underneath the water.
I'm protecting
Underneath the
everyone!
water, you just see a zombie go,
If you look up, you'll see just this floating with a zombie head poking out and just
God, it's under control. It's totally fine. It's all good.
I'm just gonna I have not seen what happened to the other zombies, so I'm just gonna keep stabbing.
Do it.
Oh, Thomas!
I know, but what else is one to do
Indeed.
when one is 20 foot underwater with a zombie? 24.
Nice.
You stab it into the ground, yeah?
Yeah. No, don't roll that one again. Oh, that was a 19. That was a good roll, but that's not what I'm trying to roll.
You do have a second attack, although you won't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, you might. Zombies are notoriously hard to kill, remember?
Yeah.
Don't forget to half the fire
critical.
damage because underwater.
Yeah. So it's plus. Yeah, so it's only 9.
You do stab into it, and it has to roll to see if it survives. That is not a zombie stat block. Survives!
It does. Oh,
It rolls a 21!
damn it.
Asses.
You stab down, and you realise that the water around you is getting kind of murky because it's just filling with zombie bits. But it's still there. Roar, roar, roar,
gross.
roar, roar,
gross.
roar.
News.
Gonna go again.
Do it.
Oh,
That
Jesus,
is
here we go.
26.
Hits,
to
yeah.
hit.
Roar, roar. Like bits of zombie are just
on.
floating away in the water.
D&D Beyond is also not favourable to me today.
Okay. What is
so
the
it's
total damage?
5, 6 and 8.
8 damage. I have to roll again.
Wait, you
Don't, can't be. Don't.
No, I'm still alive. I think from where you can just on the surface of the water where you are, we're sort of rotating weirdly in this ice ball. You look over and just bits of zombie just bloop, bloop, start poking out, and they're all sort of slightly. There's a slight charred smell to them because Thomas's sword is on fire. So there's a certain sort of like really mildewy bacon smell.
Surely I can see the fire sword just dancing
Yeah.
in the water.
Worst barbecue in the history of the world.
Have you never had mildewy
happening
bacon?
underneath
As in
the
not to
water.
eat, obviously, but as you know, a bacon in a packet that's gone sort of a bit. What's that?
I have a rules question.
Yes.
How many rounds can I stay underwater before I start to drown?
Ooh.
It's your con modifier in minutes, so you're
that's
fine.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, the rules in D&D for drowning
30
mean you have to be like
rounds.
how long are you underwater for? 4 rounds.
Forever.
You're fine. How long is I underwater for? Well, you've got to be underwater for a very long time for that to become an issue. Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Good.
12 rounds in that game.
Yup. Right. The Spectre on Corrie, who is still alive,
Of course it is.
screaming in your face, just is going to try and again steal your life from you
Yeah.
with an
Most
8 to hit you.
metal spectre you've ever seen.
Does not hit.
No, it's not cool. Just cool. That Spectre tries to do stuff to you and fails miserably. Thomas, the Spectre around you is also going to try and strike through you again. And rolls an 11. Again, it's just there.
I'm not even noticing it. I'm just so like, why will this zombie not stop?
Itchy hence demon.
Right. Hang on, Thomas. You regained 2 hit points at the start of your turn. If you
yeah.
needed it, NAOMLEN, you
I
did.
haven't lost any.
You're kidding.
Fine.
Impressive.
Corrie, it is your turn. You get 2 hit points.
Okay. I would like to, as a free action, scream at everyone to get out of the water.
Okay.
I realise that cannot be in effect this turn, but I'm going to do it in the hope that somebody will pay attention for next turn.
Everyone get out of the water!
Literally, like on the iceberg, on a rock, something. Get out of the water.
Don't get on the iceberg.
It's going to take me 2 turns to get out of the water.
That is correct.
Of course.
And you've got to roll
it is.
athletics checks to even get that far.
And kill that.
It was a nice thought.
I have 4 hit points though, if that helps.
Okay.
I'll take it.
There's
There's
a tank. There's a tank. There's a tank at the bottom of the pond.
So given that the only thing that has worked so far for me in this game at all has been the psychic damage that I managed with Mind Silver.
Yep.
So I'm going to just cast that at the Spectre, so it's an intelligence saving throw.
The Spectre rolls a nat 1. My God.
Stupid. You stupid spectre.
That is 9 points of psychic damage.
9 points of psychic damage. It screams and just evaporates and is gone. Gone, I tell you.
Okay.
Like a
now-
fart in the wind.
Good.
Yes.
Could you please now give me the lay of the land? So I've got kind of to the side. There's an iceberg.
To the
with a-
side is weird iceberg thing with zombies
Yeah.
in it, but no spectres harassing it. Below you, Thomas is hacking away at something. There's a spectre down there as well. You can't see how Thomas is doing because it's 20 foot down. Although the light would be best down there because that's where the pebble is. So yeah, Thomas is beautifully lit, stabbing a
My sword is
zombie.
glowing a bit as well,
stabbing a
so-
zombie violently, but the zombie's still clearly alive while a spectre flits around, almost like a cheerleader.
I feel like it looks like a music video because the water
Yeah.
is getting all murky as
true.
well with
Yeah.
zombie.
Absolutely.
It's an 80s music video. There's
Writers.
laser lights passing through it and everything.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's Ultravox.
Exactly.
Anna,
Yes.
at the end of Corey's turn, make a con save.
Still don't know what's
The
wrong with my
beards,
beard.
Anna.
Did you,
But why?
beards.
Why the beard?
did you take the 2 extra regeneration points?
Oh, I actually haven't put them on yet, but okay, that's a 12. Oh no.
She's going to turn into a skeleton.
As
No.
Really?
As you cast Mind Sliver and look down in the water towards Thomas, you feel an itching in your nose, like you need to sneeze.
Oh no.
Oh.
Do you?
Oh no.
Do I sneeze?
Do you sneeze?
Do it.
This is pretty funny.
Oh god.
I. How strong is the urge to sneeze?
Well, you rolled a 12, so pretty high.
Okay, I sneeze.
As you sneeze, the beard puffs out and you're suddenly surrounded by all the feathers that have now left you because you sneezed. And that is where we're going to take our break. See you in a sec for the end of this crazy combat, everyone.
The truly dramatic narrative.
Yeah, it's so sad.
I thought it was going to be something fun, like, birds fly from your face or...
And welcome back. So, we are nearing the end of combat.
well.
Yeah, we are, yeah. Just to give the lie of the land so we're all on the same page, there is a rotating ball of ice with 2 zombies inside it that are restrained. They cannot do anything, they are just in there going as they go round and round. NAOMLEN is staying on top of the ball of ice and managing to hang on to Shivarith, who is unconscious.
It's going well.
Halberd and Coriolis are in the water, and everything around them is gone, dead, disappeared, out of existence. Thomas is 20 foot down, fighting a zombie that just will not die, and there's a spectre who happens to be around and is doing absolutely nothing of any use to anyone because I haven't rolled very well. Corey just had her turn. Halberd is now...
Sneezed off my beard.
You sneezed off your beard, that is correct.
It's very sad.
Genuinely upsetting.
And Halberd, it is your turn.
Right.
Basically put, the only animate bodies that are going to be of any stress to any of you for the foreseeable future are the ones with Thomas 20 foot down. You could easily get to the edge, or maybe take a breather, or you could try and help Thomas from up here, or you could even swim down and help Thomas that way. It's up to you.
Shivarith is still
Unconscious.
normally unconscious. Would this be obvious? If you see what I mean?
I'd say so.
Someone's just carrying her.
It's not
It's not
carrying.
even carrying, it's dragging. Literally, like,
not
backpedaling whilst holding on to it.
dignified.
Like, it's the hood, isn't it? She wears a hood.
She wears
like
a hood.
cape. I imagine
Yeah.
her body's just like that.
Got the mask, probably,
Like, tilted off
yeah,
slightly.
slightly askew.
It's all very dignified.
I think we're going to need something more here, and sends another healing word at the 2nd level this time, because I'm not
Thank
going
you.
to be fooled again.
But don't forget you heal 2 hit points to start your turn now.
Yes, but that's
So,
this needs to be an addition.
no, you heal 2 hit points at the start of your turn. Actually, no,
Oh, I see.
you heal when you cast healing spells as well, don't you? So yeah.
Yes, no, I'm fine. You get 16 back.
There we
you.
go. That's your action.
Yes.
Do you want to swim to the edge of the water? Do you want
That's
to try
actually
and...
my bonus action.
Oh, it's your bonus action, I'm
Healing
sorry.
word. No, that's fine. In which case, because of the murk of the water, I know because as we established, it looks like an 80s pop video.
Yeah, because the pebble that had light cast on it, although, would it still have light cast on it if you go unconscious? Yes, no, it's not concentration. It just is.
No, exactly.
So Thomas is very well lit in a strange way.
So I could see.
Well lit in it.
Well lit in it. So my action would be
I'm too old for that.
to go to try and swim down and help.
Sure,
Can I
You can swim 15 feet down as your movement, so you can get... You're already within 20 feet, but if you swim down, you can basically enter the melee, enter the fracas.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
I'll be back soon. And then going down with my mace.
Just swimming.
Yeah, this is definitely a disadvantage, I'm pretty sure.
It is a disadvantage. Do you want to try and hit the spectre that's floating around, Thomas, or do you want to try and help with the zombie annihilation that's happening below?
I think what I'm going to see is this sort of backlit... It's going to be like the birthday party video, just like...
Basically, yeah.
So therefore I'm going to go down and try and say in passing, the brainstem, and then go for that.
That's not how it works in D&D. That's just not how it works in D&D. That's not a thing.
He's got a plan. And
They've got a plan.
If this is a disadvantage, I've started
I've
very
read
bad.
a lot of, books about, fictional zombies.
So no, my N8.
I just
Brainstem.
I just rolled a 12 on an intelligence check to see whether Thomas knew what a brainstem was.
Halvin and Thomas, you are now both thrashing wildly at the zombie at the bottom of this. Nothing is happening. Just Good.
Where is the zombie left? Just like pulp, short that
At this stage.
At this point, there is not a lot of zombie left, but it is still present and it is still animate. So there is it's what is left is just it's still desperately trying to claw out. Shivareth, it is your turn. You are back to life with 16 hit points. You can stabilize yourself on top of the.
Can I just lean on NAOMLEN? Just be like, let's never speak of this again.
As you lean down, it's like, the balance of this, please don't.
Is there clearly land nearby that I could get to in my movement?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to land.
Okay.
With all haste.
Do you jump off the iceberg and swim?
No, I'm gonna slip off very carefully so that I don't unbalance it for NAOMLEN.
The weight's already going to be enough to unbalance it, so you slip off carefully, but the weight loss is already going to cause another deck.
Sorry.
But you can make your way
it's
to...
It's totally fair. I'd have done the same thing to you.
You can make your way to land relatively easily. There is sort of a rocky, stony land mass around this this pond. You can basically
I hesitate to ask this.
Yes, go on.
If I were to fireball the remaining zombie, spectre, and 2 zombies, could I catch all of them?
You could catch all of them and avoid your friends. Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Well, there's only 3 of them left.
Friends or zombies?
Friends.
There's going to be no friends left. Zombies.
I will say, if you do target the 2 that are inside your ball of ice, they will blow up.
Yeah, but NAOMLEN will get 2 hit points back at the start of her next turn, so...
Fair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
NAOMLEN, do you want me just to leave those 2, or shall I fireball them? I'm going to aim for the one down below. What do you think?
Can I get off this first?
Actually, let's make our life easy. Roll a dex save. NAOMLEN, roll a dex save.
But still have just said that. Can I get off this first?
Roll a dex save.
Oh, please. Wow, the next word out of my mouth was going to be daddy. I don't know why.
Look, no, we've had this before. You have a weird father complex when it comes to me, and I understand. Yeah, you've called me daddy twice on stream.
Sorry, daddy.
Before anyone says anything, that is a word that I use, perfectly valid. Because you pass the saving throw, do you want to go no, and just dive off? It's. I will allow that you will let yourself fall off gracefully to get out of the way of this fireball and the resulting zombie explosions if you want to.
No. I think NAOMLEN was going to confidently jump off. Then Shivareth goes, can I fireball people? She's like, what?
In which case, NAOMLEN is out of range of the popping zombie effect.
Grand. Then I will fireball everything remaining, please.
And it goes into the water and just...
I'm mostly concerned about the one on the floor, to be honest, but...
Are you targeting right between Halvin and Thomas? Just this fireball comes out and
It was not not seen any of the stuff.
Sorry. Sorry.
Cool. Yep, fire will just
Turns to fire.
goes flying out. Now, all of your friends are protected from the effects.
Yes.
Cool. In which
So
case...
it is wet and also fiery for a very brief period
the
of
zombies
time.
Is it like you're encased in water? Because like I imagine like the fire's passing over like a layer of you, so maybe you just like a part of you is like in a wetsuit of water.
The thing is, it also depends what you're being protected by, because the water itself would be superheated.
It's true.
Good point. I'm in a tin can.
Maybe it
Me
is
too.
just fire. Maybe for a second you're dry.
No, I mean, you're magically protected, so
Which
you
is
take
great.
no damage.
Right. The zombies inside the iceberg have disadvantage on their dexterity saves, and they were terrible to begin with. So the first one rolls a 12. The second one rolls a 4. Yeah. So that's dealt with that one. The one down by Thomas and Halbernet.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter, because it just needs to take 1 point of damage, then it just rolls to see if it lives or dies again.
It rolled a natural 20. Because this one just simply refuses to
doesn't
die.
matter. It just
No, I'm just saying it's half damage, so
and
I'm
then-
intrigued. Okay, roll your fireball damage, and
and Spectre.
Spectre rolls a 6.
Right, so half damage on the Spectre anyway, because it's
Yes.
underwater.
Half damage on the Spectre anyway because it's a Spectre. And they're incorporeal. The water wouldn't affect them in that way.
Water?
No, they're incorporeal. I'm not going to...
Yeah.
The Spectre is damp and also not really there.
Worse this time, 22.
Okay, the Spectre is not dead. Takes 11 points of damage and it's still alive. The Spectre starts shrieking in everyone's face again. The two zombies inside the ball of ice just shriek as the ball of ice melts and they burst out and explode on both sides. Again, everyone's far enough away, so no damage taken. The one that passed its saving throw has to break that con save, which is, it's got decent con. Please still be alive for the sheer lols, if nothing else. No, it's dead. Okay, so the one that there's a massive explosion around all of you, and then I need con saving throws from Thomas and from Halbernet, please.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Still
That's all right.
poisoned.
That's alright, you two are full health.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is for poison.
For poison.
I have advantage.
Oh, you are stout heart.
Get out of here, too.
It's a stout heart halfling. It's kind of halfling.
Okay.
18.
18.
17.
Really fat
Nice.
heart.
That's really
I was
bad.
thinking more the beer, like stout beer.
Yeah, it's like fat with a PH. You know.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you all this because I rolled 4d6 on the burst and I rolled 4 6s. So you both only take 12 points of damage.
Wow.
Ouch.
That zombie
a lot worse.
just would not die and then was bitter enough to try and take you out as it went. Yeah.
Who was this zombie when it was alive?
The hardest miner of them all. Torvin Stout Tusk. I refuse to die. It's the first one he became a zombie out of spite. Good, right, so...
I know technically they don't really need it, but if... does that count as a hit against Hal Bennett for the purposes of me intercepting the damage?
No, because it is a poison effect and it is a saving throw. It's not an attack roll. But yes, that zombie is gone. The Spectre, to make all of our lives simply easier, is going to shriek and fly into a wall.
Get out of here.
Just get out of here. Just get out of here. And we are out of initiative.
And I just realised I'm resistant to poison damage.
No, we mean oh, you're resistant to poison damage as well. Ah, well.
Literally, I shouldn't have been as bad as I thought.
Well, anyway, don't forget that you will all heal another, well, not Thomas, but everyone else will heal another 4 hit points over the course of the next
Oh, yeah.
2 rounds.
Nom 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 nom.
But you can all make your way to the edge of the lake, well, pond, it's not that deep, and can all sort of collapse in a heap if you want to. You're all there.
Yay.
Thomas, you
whilst
just
I'm
walk
in
out.
Whilst I'm in the water,
Yes.
those gems that
Yes.
fell to the floor.
So,
Can I
I was
have,
just
like,
about to say.
bottom.
You know, as I dove in, the fireball blows up. I just sort of like turn to the floor to be like, use the light to see if there's any reflective surfaces.
I mean, the light pebble's still there, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
I think I would
looking...
grab the light pebble.
Okay, so Thomas has the light pebble. That's good. Who's looking for gems?
Not me.
I am lying on the beach.
Three of you can all please roll me an investigation check.
I would say I'm not like lying on the beach in a fun way. I'm lying on the beach in like a, oh my god, that
It's
was
not
awful
like
way.
mud. It's not
No.
mud. It's all rock. So it is.
Yeah.
It's not even a pebble beach.
What?
I got
Was that a
12.
plan? Was that
12?
actually...
a respectable 10.
10.
That was a 15. But it was genuinely going to be more in a. He's gone to grab the pebble, and if there's a casual glint of gems while he's down there, may
Thomas,
as well.
you find a pocket of 3 gems just lying next to the pebble and just pick them all up. Corey and Naomi, and you both look around like, where are the gems? The gems, you can't see any.
I lost my beard. Lost my gems. It's been a bad day.
The pond is thick with feathers.
Lovely
No, but
idea.
I'll eventually
And
get
floating
out.
viscera of zombies. That's the most amazing.
It is a
most amazing
hot
image.
mess. This
Yeah.
pond is a hot mess. And very hot because the fireballs been off in it.
Oh yeah.
It's
Twice.
a boiling hot mess. Smells awful.
Like a bath.
Well, I was going to say, I imagine those zombies that were cooked in the thing. It sounds like a Hester Blumenthal recipe, like surrounded by ice and then fire flashed.
That's going to be a new NPC in. I'm doing that.
I mean, technically, the meat would be the definition of sous vide right now.
Can we not, please? Some of us are feeling nauseous.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Anyway, you can all collect yourselves and rejoin each other on the. I'd say it isn't a beach, just like the sort of bank of this area. Looking at it, the water clearly has runoff somewhere because there is water dripping down into this, but it's also not like overflowing in places. There are stalagmites and stalactites around this cave. It looks like a naturally formed cave. Nothing about the bits of it that you can see from sitting on the bank of this pond, lake, small body of water, look dwarven made.
I think Thomas probably hasn't taken that in, and as soon as he's out of the water, is gonna. I can't really say rush because again, plate mail also very soggy. Is gonna make his way over to Shivareth and be like, "You alright? What happened?"
Those zombies, they explode. Not fun explode, like bad explode.
No, I saw that, but you just jumped in.
You can all still taste zombie.
Sometimes, you've just gotta jump
head
off
first
the
into a
cliff.
100 feet down into a pond that you can't see the bottom of.
Okay, it wasn't the best idea at the time, but it was fun. Sorry.
Is that what's important? I thought the point was having a plan and being. Oh, this is a new idea. All right.
I suppose in a way, we were gonna face them anyway. They were down here.
I do agree. If I had known there were zombies down here, I would perhaps not have jumped into the water.
You were very effective. Are we having fun now?
Sitting on a beach.
I don't think you know what fun
Very
means.
cold
That's
and
my
wet.
problem, I think. We're getting to the root of
Just
it.
look pityingly at NAOMLEN when she says she doesn't know what fun means, and just make a silent vow that when all this is over, I will take NAOMLEN to a bar.
No, Naomi was saying that Hal doesn't know what fun is.
Yeah.
Oh, I
thought I was gonna say that.
I just
How
heard
is this
Naail
gonna-
say,
well, take me
I
to a
don't know
bar.
what
No,
fun is.
This is a recurrence of the same conversation of what is cool.
Yes.
No, I think fun right now would be like a warm fire and dry clothes and
Yes.
That sounds good.
food.
Food.
But we have not eaten anywhere near enough on this journey.
That's true.
I have to say.
To be clear, from this morning when you woke up in the
The tent thing.
well, it's not a tent. Like you were in there was a dome of force, but it was inside one of the rooms. A good 6 to 8 hours have passed of exploration, 2 combat encounters. Like you're bordering on exhausted.
I was also going to say that I think I actually ate a little bit of finger during the whole thing.
Nutritious and delicious.
I kind of want to watch NAOMLEN touch the wall again. That would be fun, I think. Do you not think? Do you not think that would be fun?
I look so confused at you right now. Like.
Touch the wall? What do you mean?
Did you not see it? It moved.
Did it?
There.
Well, quite a lot's happened since
It was
then.
about 4 hours ago, yeah. In game time.
Do you do it again then? What? Show me what you mean.
I can't show you.
No, I'm saying, please, if you would like to touch your wall. Yes.
No one stomps over to a wall and just walks off.
When NAOMLEN touched the wall, even though it was just
yeah,
and then turns around again, there is almost a faint tracing of light, of almost like an indentation where the hand was, and then it slowly fades back in again.
See? Did you see?
Yeah, Naomi didn't see that.
Yes, I did.
She was looking at
Do
you.
it again, do it again.
Do it again.
Please do it again.
What this time?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, she puts her hand on the wall and actually watches it this time.
Your hand will slowly sink into solid rock slightly.
If I push it further, what happens?
Nothing. Though there's pressure. It's not like, oh, woo. It's more of there's pressure. If you start pushing, the wall will start pushing out against you.
Okay.
Do you let it push you out of the wall?
Yeah. If I'm gonna see where this takes me.
A rocky protuberance, looks a little bit like a fist, will just sort of push out against your hand and then pull back into the rock.
What's that? Good lord.
Walls are alive.
Can I go up to the wall
Yep.
when NAOMLEN just was pushed, and just kind of go up to that exact point and just be like, "Hello."
9 3/4.
Just be like, "Hello, mate. Don't know if you can hear me. Don't speak Dwarvish, sorry. And try Gnomish if you want. But just wondered, if you are alive, would you help us out, please?"
I am helping you. What you want to
I'm saying this in common.
Corey, the wall's a wall. You're talking to a wall.
Okay. We'll have a private chat later. Okay. It's fine.
We can talk now, there's no one near us.
No, it's cool.
Did she just talk to the wall?
I don't know.
No?
I think we all need to sit down.
Just to be clear, you all saw this. The wall definitely reacted to NAOMLEN's presence.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that?
Absolutely.
Or a history check? Or
We already rolled something in the last session, so we'll just build on that.
what would you like me to roll? Can it be Arcana?
Whatever you like.
That's a 20 non-natural.
As last time, you have heard of creatures who are living rock or living walls. Elementals are a thing that you are aware of. You would assume, with a 20 on Arcana, that this whole area is elementally charged. And as we said last time, dwarves often have a strong relationship with creatures of elemental earth or rock because of their association with mining and with living under the ground.
Oh, maybe it's an elemental.
What, the whole thing? That's terrifying.
Well, or a few, or some, or one, or...
Well, I mean, that would be excellent if we could get them. Can you talk to them?
Do you think it's friendly? Did it
Exactly.
push back in a friendly way or in a stop poking me kind of way?
It didn't hit you, did it?
NAOMLEN can roll an insight check if she wants to.
Well, he used a fist. Yeah, I'll insight the wall. That is a 18.
18. The pushback felt more like testing pressure rather than anything aggressive.
So, we're both testing each other.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Can I make any inquiry about the kind of earth and stone that this is, using my dwarven knowledge of earth and stone?
Stone cunning.
Yes.
You can
so
roll a
cunningly
stone.
stone-like.
You can roll the stone cunning check if you like.
Yeah. What is that? Just advantage, isn't it?
It's advantage on, I think, an intelligence-based check to do with stone. I think normally history.
Yeah. And I don't think I have anything plus a history. Oh, I am considered proficient in it actually, though.
There you
So, what's that? Plus.
It's your proficiency bonus, which at level 6 is a +3.
Store.
Yep, seems to be.
Yeah.
All right, advantage. 13.
As discussed last time in the last episode, you do remember your parents talking about and being quite respectful of the Earth, and even mentioning that the mines, if not are alive, then are certainly they were referred to like a living creature.
In Dwarvish, then, I guess, seeing as Corey was following that kind of line of thought, I think I'm just going to be like, hello there.
What do you say?
Hello there. It's just like, yeah. Just
As NAOMLEN, you turn around and suddenly the tone just changes completely.
Batman to Obi-Wan.
It's in Dwarvish.
Oh, I see. So your tone changes completely. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
In
That's actually very
Dwarvish,
gruff
NAOMLEN
sounding.
sounds very, very, nice. She's a well-spoken dwarf.
Yeah, what's his name? Leslie Phillips.
Hello there. Yeah, and then just push into the stone again.
Mm-hmm. The stone will start to envelop your hand.
Yeah, cool.
Is that,
Do you keep pushing?
Is that still okay?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
it doesn't feel aggressive, right?
No.
she's got it under control.
You start to sink into the wall.
Yeah.
Coriolis just mutters, didn't want to talk to me.
Are you
Are you all right?
is there
Is this everything?
Have I passed through the wall yet?
You're sinking into the wall.
Should
We're going to go on all adventures. Do we want to rest first?
Shall I? Well, exactly. Should I grab hold of him? Is that a? Sorry. Should I grab hold of her? Is that?
If they're friendly, if we suddenly grab hold, it's probably not going to look very good, is it?
NAOMLEN is now disappearing into the wall.
This is
If
okay.
we grab hold of her, will we go as well?
There's
Now,
like a
what
shot.
should we do, mate?
No, it's gone. That's in there.
NAOMLEN,
Thomas is gonna. Oh, I was gonna say he's gonna dash forwards and grab hold of Naomi's hand and see if.
Okay, you grab hold of NAOMLEN's hand.
Yeah,
I think I feel
NAOMLEN-
like her like shoulder. I feel like both hands are on there. She's like
Okay.
fully focused on getting through.
Thomas, as you reach out and grab NAOMLEN's shoulder, NAOMLEN, as you're sinking in, the stone around you, which feels very welcoming and very like a blanket almost, that is around you and is absorbing you into it, suddenly you can feel it tense up. Like suddenly it becomes hard.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
And you are expelled out of it at quite a speed. You and Thomas just thrown out of it and land in a heap about 20 feet away from the wall.
Oh dear.
Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think I was before, and take no offense to this, or do, but I think I was all right before you came over.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Let's try that again, shall we?
Okay?
If you're sure, I was just concerned if you went into the wall and we couldn't follow you. I wasn't trying to stop you. I was.
He's a very valuable member of the party.
Seeing if the wall let me come through as well, but
I
apparently
just don't
not.
think you were invited. I think that's the problem.
Technically, as long as you go in a straight line, I can get in touch with you. So, just don't go around any corners.
No, like gives you a finger gun and then walks over to the wall again.
It's just a solid wall, man.
Has it stopped?
You just touch the wall and it's solid.
In Dwarvish, just like, are you there?
Nothing.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Sorry.
You can like just drum her fingers against the wall and be like, all right, let's have a nap. And then she just like finds a nice spot and
Yeah.
just like shuffles down.
That's very cool.
If it is an elemental, they're clearly curious. I'm sure they'll come back.
Are we
Thomas is going to whisper to the wall, like, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
I don't think there's any need. Right.
If everyone could just make sure you're within a sort of 10-foot radius, that would
I'm
be
going
really
to
useful.
curl up like fairly close to them and just be like, that's a safe place to nap.
Okay.
Thomas, can I ask you something?
Can she?
I said yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. I was like, this is a really weird silence.
Yes, and
Okay.
You said you make things. You used to make things.
Yeah.
Could
I
you
still do sometimes.
look at something with me?
Yeah, of course. What?
I picked up this gem thing, and I have some experience making magical items, but it's not that good. I was thinking maybe I could put it in my staff, maybe. I don't know if you might be able to help.
Wait, I can have a look at it. I'm not quite used to gems. Isn't what I'm usually used to working with, but I could try and figure out if I've got some scraps that could maybe strap it to the staff and attach it.
That'd be great.
As a smithy,
Yes.
would I know about crafting magical items?
I wouldn't say that you've been particularly crafting magical items. You'd craft the item and then a sorcerer would empower it. Or a wizard would empower it or whatever.
Cool. Yeah, would I know the procedure of once a magic item's been crafted, you can't edit it. You have to disenchant it, then do it again.
Depends on the item and the thing. You could help with this if you wanted to.
That's what. Yeah, I feel like she's just got her eyes closed, but listening to the dull sounds of the the surrounding area and picking up this stuff. So yeah, I would know. I would know that strapping it to the staff wouldn't help.
You don't know about the specific crystal or what it does. Strapping it to it might work depending on what it is, or maybe it needs to be attached and a leather harness or pouch would work very well. You've seen staffs where magic crystals and items have been bound to it with twine and stuff like that. It doesn't need to necessarily be a constructed artifact.
No, well, in that case, I'll just keep them up.
But you could assist, as someone who is a smithy and therefore has abilities, you could take part in helping do this if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, do they need my help? It sounds like they're all right, is what I mean.
No, I'm saying you could assist in this if you want to.
And I'm saying they sound pretty competent.
I mean, it sounds a little bit like the blind leading the blind from the way they roleplayed it. So
if it is the blind leading the blind,
sounds like it.
Now they would probably be expended vice here.
How do you want to help?
I think literally she just offers as much information verbally as possible whilst being cuddled up next to a rock. and presumably Corey not too far away.
Sure.
I think that's the most that NAOMLEN would have ever said to Thomas so far.
Oh wow!
From the sounds of it.
But also with the back turn, sort of going, yeah. What you need to do is put it in between the things.
Yeah, eyes closed.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's just my opinion. If you want to do it your way, you do it your way.
And then as you move it, no, not that way.
How does she know which way we're moving it?
I don't know, but she seems to know more than we do. So maybe she should take a look at it.
Shall we go put it in front of her?
Explicitly goes for a nap and is not allowed to rest.
I mean,
this is all part of a long rest.
she inserted herself. Just gonna slowly shuffle over and
This is what happens when you help people.
lay it,
They don't leave you alone.
lay it in front of you.
I presumably a gem is placed upon my lap.
The three of you can work together to set this gem into Shavara's staff. The staff's made of wood, and the
Just be careful with it because it's it's quite important. It's it's a family heirloom, and I just obviously if it breaks, that would be bad.
Nail's got a hammer,
Okay.
Okay. This will
Surely
be
there's ways to do it that can reinforce rather than
precisely.
weaken it.
Precisely.
Yeah, preferably that way. I don't want to have to go back to Rashomon and fetch another one.
Would the two of you, NAOMLEN and Thomas, like to work together to attach this crystal that you found in the fire giant's possession to Shavara's staff?
Yeah.
Let's have... Can you both roll me your smith's tools and... obviously there's no, kiln or fire, but no, I'm going to say that smithing also allows you to know about things like crafting a metal harness out of bits of scrap and stuff like that, so you wouldn't need it necessarily. Can you both roll me a skills check with your smithy tools and with your leatherworking tools, respectively?
Am I adding anything to this equation?
You're managing the whole
nervously
project.
standing on the edge of it going, yes, that's what you're adding.
Right.
What am I adding to my smithing tools? Is that just proficiency? And
It's proficiency
dex?
and a skill and a stat score, which we can argue about. Which one would you like to use?
Depends. Which one would you like me to use, and then I'll pick the opposite one. So then we can have the argument. I would say for smithing, my best one's dex, so probably strength.
Do you want it to be a sort of physical pushing, moving, and making the metal suit the cradle that you're making suit it?
It sounds like we've got to be delicate work, so I would say it was dex.
Okay.
Dex work. You're not smashing it into place. It would be very carefully.
To reinforce
delicately.
rather than strengthen. Yes.
Cool, then roll with your dexterity, that is fine.
Sweet McGee.
Thomas, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could have sworn I had the leather workers kit in
You do.
my inventory.
You do.
I cannot see it right now.
Well, if it's
don't
not on
have
your
my
sheet,
smithy's tools,
you
though,
both do. You both have the tools you are proficient in, otherwise what would the point of
Right.
proficiency be?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say it
so
was
what
at
am I rolling?
advantage?
Yeah. No advantage. No, you're both doing it separately. No advantage. You're both doing it separately, just flat rolls each.
Am I helping in any way?
You're standing on the corner going,
You can see right there along the where all the where everyone in my family has written their initials when they passed it on, and that was my mum. There, that there's the space where mine will go when I pass it on.
Cool.
More distracting. Can I please just check, because I don't have it? So I'm just adding
your skill
whatever
proficiency.
skill bonus and then also the proficiency, or just
You add
the-
your proficiency, and then you can use one of your ability scores, and I can discuss which ability score you'd like to use for this.
Fine. Okay. So can I make an argument for well-controlled strength?
If NAOMLEN is using dexterity to make this fine crafted cradle, and you're then basically strapping the crystal into this cradle and making sure that it won't fall out and will survive, Shavareth.
Hi.
I think that is perfectly valid. You can use your strength. That's
Does it need to
fine.
be well reinforced?
To be able to survive jumping off cliffs.
Great. So I can add 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marvelous. All right, no, not bad. That's a 21.
21 from Thomas. And
And
now
22.
22.
Wow.
Between the two of you, you very carefully
Obviously.
place this piece together, and the gem is now quite firmly attached to Savara's staff.
Thomas has made sure, despite it being slightly distracting, that the leather straps securing it have not obscured any of the signatures, nor the space where Shavareth was going to put hers.
It's very nice. Yeah, of course.
Good.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Would you
what?
mind if I brand it? The stone.
Maybe on the bottom of the staff?
If you want it on the staff, that's cool.
Yeah. Maybe on the bottom bit,
The haft.
Has anybody got any fire spells? And looks at Corey.
Corey.
Pulls its sword out.
I have
Be enough?
big fire spells.
Oh Lord. Now, Helen is snoring at this stage, but at the same time would be worried.
Could you heat it on this?
The sword is hot.
Could I?
The sword is hot.
Then I'll just heat my brand and then brand it on the hat.
You do. You place your brand on the bottom of it and...
Yeah, I think there's like a lot
more.
more delicacy, even like more delicacy than that was done with the sort of dexterous cage. This is like a real like moment of craftsmanship for NAOMLEN, and she like holds the staff properly, like it doesn't even touch the ground when she brands it, and then she hands it back to you very casually.
Right.
What are you intending on doing with it? What's it going to help you to do?
I don't know. Hopefully it still
Good.
works. Try and cast a spell.
Cantrip, I would imagine.
I will cast light on the floor.
You
Floor.
You use your staff and spin it as you usually would, and you light up a pebble.
Okay, good. Still works.
The stuff still
That's
works
good. I guess now I'll spend some time with it and try and figure out what it does. Thank you both.
Good. You're welcome.
Thomas, do you want to put your initials on it?
Oh.
Is that what Corey's doing in the background?
No, that's what Anna's doing in real life.
Yeah, I suppose I can do it. It's been a while since I've actually crafted something for someone. If that's all right.
I want people to know who made it.
And you will. I'll get out this little scraper tool and do a little.
I was going to say
Little
do it with the
signature on the leather.
sword, surely, but...
Break it in half.
My bad.
I've cut it in half, is that all right?
I don't know, you got two. No.
Go Carly sticks.
And Thomas is going to kind of give NAOMLEN a look that is, I guess, is kind of searching for some kind of, things are cool.
I'm gonna insight check that, I reckon. She'd probably be like, "Why are you looking at me?"
What?
That is a 2.
Oh, wow.
Fair enough.
I think as you look at her, it's just like, like, I think she's already laid down, going to sleep, and she just looks at you, and she's like, "Okay," and then just like closes her eyes.
Oh.
Is Coriolis asleep?
Corey's just kind of in the fetal position, watching all of this with amusement, but not really saying or doing anything.
Just resting.
Yeah, just resting.
Are you still... Sorry, Carol.
Guess I'll take first watch then.
I'll put up the hut and just gonna spend some time with my staff. Sounds weird. I'll be over here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey then decides that the correct 2 people are awake. And
Did Halvin already went to sleep? Didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I will.
Out like a light. The cleric that could have used channel divinity turned undead the whole thing.
Wow. I just realised
I'm an idiot. That was a really wow. That was sorry, that just really took me by surprise. I'm a knucklehead. Thank you very
I
much.
thought you were focusing on healing people. I
Yeah.
was making a joke.
I didn't even think of it. Another time, perhaps. Anyway.
You're making me
Next
feel
time.
so much better about entirely failing to protect anyone in that fight.
None of us did what we could have done, but we did what we did.
Yes.
Hey, I made an iceberg. I'm proud of my choices. Before I make the tiny hut, can I just briefly go over to the wall?
Yep.
And I will cast. I'll just cast it straight away. Detect magic, and just look at where NAOMLEN was. I was going to say fiddling with the wall, but that sounds weird. Just to have a quick look.
There is a strong transmutation effect but it's across the entire cavern
Yeah, so
as
the
above.
same. Okay. Is there anything else in this room that Detect Magic would pick up that I hadn't previously seen?
None of you have scanned the rooms, so what I will say is, what's the range on Detect Magic? 30 or 60?
It's 30 feet, but I can walk around.
Sure. There's an illusion over the back of this space.
How did we not?
It's an illusion, mate.
No, understood. Sorry.
We're preoccupied.
You were preoccupied, and also, yeah, it's quite a good illusion. There is a tunnel that leads further into this, presumably mine, but at this point, this is natural cavern. There being a mine, you're clearly at the base of the mine where, they were digging and working, so why is an illusion covering a bit of it? It is a bit strange.
That's clearly tomorrow's problem. But I will, I'll just go back over to Thomas and just, tap on the shoulder, just to keep an eye on, there's that bit of rock over there, that's fake, it's magical. There's actually a tunnel there, so...
Could you sense anything beyond the illusion, or...?
It's actually a tunnel. You can go and put your head through it if you want, and see what's beyond. I couldn't see any creatures through there, could I?
No. Quiet as the grave. There's a faint sort of dripping noise throughout this whole space because water dripping down into the...
Doesn't look like there's any things there. And I'll cast the dome so that they can't attack us anyway, but just to keep an eye on, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do. I feel like if anyone was going to sneak over and pop their head through and have a little look, I'm possibly not the best person to do that.
I'll stay up as well. I want to have a look at the staff anyway, and yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, maybe I don't want to disturb you doing your looking at the stuff. So maybe I'll just have a little look. I won't go through it though.
Okay. I will begin casting the dome.
Sure, no problem.
With the party wandering off, this doesn't seem like a good idea.
Thomas, if you head over to where Shimarith pointed out, it looks like more rock.
Yeah.
But as you sort of feel across, there's a part of it that you realise is an illusion, and you've experienced illusion magic before. There's nothing too strange about it. This tunnel, quite wide. It's not like there's a small tunnel ferreted away for more mining or for something secretive. It looks quite wide, almost processional. It's about 20 feet wide, and roll me a perception check while you're here.
I was on the furthest possible away page from my skills. Oh, it's only a +1 anyway. 18.
That's good. There is dwarven runic symbols carved into the walls. If you step a bit closer, you realise they're everywhere. They're quite subtle. It's not always obvious that they're there, but there is dwarven symbology, almost mosaics of an artwork where you can see this is a very finely crafted, reverential corridor. Do you speak Dwarven?
Okay. No.
Looks pretty cool.
The way you started describing it, I was like, oh no, this is like the dwarven equivalent of red rum everywhere, isn't it?
No. It's not that. Okay. No, it looks placed, but it also looks placed in a way to look hidden or secretive.
Sure. Yeah, I think he's not going to go barreling down the tunnel on his own. It's just to kind of go to the edge, take a little look, see if there's anything. Can he hear anything potentially
with
down
an
the
18
tunnel?
on a perception check? No, you do hear sort of there's slight creaking and groaning of rock, but that's pretty normal being this far underground. And you do hear the faint dripping of water as you have before, but otherwise no.
But it's not like before when we could hear the occasional squeaky hinge shriek type.
Nothing like that, no.
Yeah, fine. Cool. He's gonna return
you're past
to
the undead bit.
Just to make sure, because they keep coming back.
Yeah.
He's just gonna head back to the group within the confines of the. And I'm assuming the hut is set up.
Yeah. Were the zombies dwarves, Chris?
Yes.
Thomas, this might be an odd question. Would you mind fetching me a zombie head? I'll go fetch it if you don't want to.
What's going on here?
Is this for
Medicinal purposes?
I feel like NAOMLEN might want to talk to them, and I could do that.
Oh,
You can do that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's how.
She told it. Yeah. Oh right, yeah.
I mean, I can go, but I'll have to drop the.
No. You've got more important things to do. I can. Yeah, I can go and get you a zombie head. That is fine.
It doesn't need to come into the dome, if that helps.
I think once I've collected it, it probably doesn't make a difference where it is.
We will say, for the benefit of just some sheer fun, the dome can be made smell-proof.
Good. Vital.
Probably for the best.
Of course, it needs all the smells of you lot stay in.
Sorry. Sorry, Nat. What a mission.
Like it is.
As gifts go.
How you can prove yourself to me is by doing something truly disgusting. Good luck.
Are there any of the zombies that are within reach of the land?
It's just
Roll me an
bombing.
investigation check.
It's not the worst apple bobbing in history.
Can I
They
help
like
with that?
exploded into like
Oh, yeah.
poisonous gas.
Okay, well that was a 1 on the dice, but it's not, for I am halfling.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a 3 instead.
Can I help with looking from where I am?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, look, the advantage that was given.
Let's try that again. Natural 20!
Yeah.
How fortunes reverse. As luck would have it, there's a head just bobbing, just picking up things right there.
Right.
Amazing.
Saves me having to saw through a neck. I don't particularly want to do.
It is horrible. It is a waterlogged corpse that has,
Yeah.
over time, quite a lot of the flesh has become squeamish. People like me not to talk about this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just rein in your natural.
Gore factor.
Yeah.
It's a waterlogged head. It is pretty ick.
Yeah. I think Thomas has put his shield on the ground and used the hilt of his sword to kind of just scoot it onto the shield. Carried it like a tray.
Cool. You have a
Thank you.
zombified head.
Oh, that's perfect.
Your
Thank
head,
you.
madame.
It's a very interesting word to use.
That's gonna be amazing. That means that okay, that's perfect. Now
Neon's asleep now. I might put this behind
Next
this
to him.
rock so we don't have to look at it until we're actually ready to use it.
yeah.
Again, I'm not describing how grim it is, but it's real grim.
Wake up with that thing on.
I'm going to put it behind this rock. We know it's behind the rock.
This is my alarm clock.
Someone goes to have a wee.
It's like the Dungeons and Dragons Godfather Mafia kind of, isn't it? Like wake up next to a zombie head.
Probably for the best. Can I now ritual cast identify? In fact, I don't need to ritual cast it. I've got spell slots. I will cast identify on the staff, please.
I put it in your inventory. Well, you weren't looking.
Do you want me to read it out, or are you going to read it to me?
No, just want you to look at it and look at it.
It hasn't loaded.
Just reload the page.
It's going to be great TV.
In the meantime, I presume everyone else is long resting, and that
Yes.
Hal will get up after 4 hours and be able.
Oh, there is Staff of Icy Touch.
Staff of Icy Touch.
Ooh.
Does it still do the same things the other one did?
Yep.
Oh no.
The other effects are on top.
Did you say that it was going to also do a +1 to the spell save DC, because you haven't added that in?
Oh, then I don't. It's a +1. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It's a +1 staff that has charges and can cast various ice-based spells.
Well done,
My
everyone.
favourite spells.
Sounds cool.
So explain that to Hal now.
When does it recharge?
Dawn.
Where's
can't
my
tell-
super staff?
We can't tell when dawn is down here.
No, but Dawn is a time thing.
No, bro. Yeah, sorry, right.
Is it nearly dawn? Is dawn
Yes.
going to happen in the course of this long rest?
Nah.
Nah.
What do you mean, no?
You can't
Imagine
use
precisely
charge yourself to randomly shoot random things.
I want to practice.
Okay.
So dawn is not going to happen in the course of this long rest. We're completely out of time with the rest of the world.
Yeah, I'd say so by this point.
Oh, damn it.
Say that.
Fine. Has it been an hour?
Yeah.
In which case I've got my 3rd level spell slot back with Arcane Recovery.
Okay.
I'm going to go and wake up NAOMLEN.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing this?
bad.
Okay, wow.
Cautiously,
Thomas is probably still keeping watch.
cautiously from probably from like the knee, because I feel that's the least likely place to get stabbed. NAOMLEN.
You don't know how, but somehow a knife just appears from NAOMLEN's knee.
It's all right. It's me. You don't need to stab me.
Bonusy and kneecap.
I mean,
It
obviously,
slowly disappears.
you can if you want to. It's really your prerogative. I'd prefer if you didn't.
She sits up.
Right. I didn't think about how I was going to offer you this. Those dwarves. Do you want to chat to them? One of them. Dead one. Find out what happened. Why they left. You can ask 5 questions.
Is this a magic thing, or are you just losing it under here?
Oh no, it's a magic thing. I have one of their heads.
Cool, because Underdark Madness is the thing.
I can
So just
completely,
be wary of that.
and I can completely understand that, but no. You can talk to one of the zombies. It'll be as if they were alive. They'll probably tell you all about, how death's going for them. I can't talk to them. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
She sort of sidles up next to you, like very groggy. But she's down for this.
Cool. In which case, I guess we'll make our way over to the head. The dome will drop as I exit it, but I can just recast it again when
No,
we're...
you'd have to leave it. Thomas would have placed it somewhere. Well, Thomas can go and get it. Like, there's excessive...
I can't cast through. So
No,
the
but
head
Thomas
needs
can
to...
get it and bring it inside.
I know, but that seems really grim for everyone else.
In my head, I put the head behind a rock, but it was still within the...
Okay, so the head is
Thing.
inside the dome.
It just wasn't going to be like facing anyone
Everyone.
when they broke up.
Okay. Yep.
Amazing.
Cool. I will cast Speak with Dead. Chris, technically Speak with Dead means that you can talk to the head, but we did discuss that I could use this to facilitate
I've used that
NAOMLEN.
in other games before. I think it's
Thank
more
you.
interesting. Sure.
I will cast Speak with Dead by I wish I hadn't set this as the precedent. Touching the forehead of the dead zombie head, and it kind of like the semblance of life comes back into it.
Features like wobble, like in the metal.
Yeah, or like fills back out to where it was.
As you poke your finger into the zombie head...
Oh no, it is like the lightest of touches there has ever been.
Still sinks in. As you poke into it a little bit, the head animates.
Yeah.
It opens its mouth and water just pours out of it.
Vile.
That's really quick. You get 5 questions.
In Dwarvish, it says to Shivarith, What do you want? What's going on?
Oh, that's your cue.
So I just
You
speak to it.
Yeah, you can only ask it 5 questions.
Right. Okay.
Sorry. Hello. What? Seriously.
Hello
like-
there.
Hello. Oh, hello, a fellow dwarf. That's much better.
Oh, it spoke bloody common.
It was doing that in common. It's now speaking in Dwarvish and NAOMLEN.
Right. So it'd be good to know what's the last thing you remember before you're dead.
I'm dead?
So what's the last thing you remember before this?
Well, we were mining. We were having part of a very important expedition. We were looking to dig out the tunnel leading to the Shrine of Dumathoin. But, well, seems like we angered something we didn't mean to anger. Must have died.
Right.
Bit of a shame, really.
And the walls here seem to have some kind of living creature within it. Anything on that?
Oh, it's the guardian of the entire mines. It's known as the Soul of Frost Silver.
So,
It normally protects us, but something enraged it.
Oh.
Not tickety-boo.
NAOMLEN sort of turns to CORIOLIS and explains everything that has just been said, and then sort of goes I don't really know what else to ask you, I'll be honest with you.
Any personal questions?
I don't care, it's ahead.
I mean, you could ask maybe if they knew your family, or...
Oh, right, yeah.
Thank God you're here, Shabbat.
Yeah, now kneels down to it, and hello there again. So,
Hello.
anything on the Gerda family?
Good, artisans. Work up in the keep.
Right.
Why?
Does it count if I answer your questions?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Not generally.
I guess I just asked a question, didn't I?
Oh, hoist by your own.
I'm not going to be that cruel about it. Two
Okay.
questions have been asked of the head.
Yes, they're an artisan family that managed to escape this fate that you're currently living in. Sorry, darling.
The fate I'm currently... Oh, I see. Is everyone dead?
Everyone here, so far.
Shame. Doing good work.
Yeah. So, the mines.
Mm.
You were caving out a tunnel towards the Shrine of Dumathoin.
Yes, there's a Shrine of Dumathoin. It's through the head tries to gesture. That wall and rolls over. Oh heavens. He starts rolling slightly.
I'll pick them back up.
Oh, thank you.
and set
That
them
was
right again.
unnerving.
Why are we in an episode of Dad's Army?
Naail started it.
Anything in particular that we need to know about in regards to the Shrine of Dumathoin? Does it have a key, an access code, or anything like that?
Well,
code.
the elemental was guarding it, and there wasn't so much an access code as it recognised us. But something cheesed it right off.
Excellent.
It is protecting the not just the shrine, but the entire hidden forge.
What would you usually do to...
You know nothing about this hidden forge. The idea that there's a hidden forge is news to you.
Fascinating.
What would you do to get it to take you to the hidden forge?
Well, the hidden forge is, hidden. Behind a wall of rock that only the elemental can open.
Right. And how did you appease the elemental? I think that's my last question, isn't it?
Well, it's hard to say. It just got on with us, and it agreed with our. It agreed to protect the the anvil.
Well, thank you very much, old chap. Hope everything goes well in the afterlife, and tally-ho. And then she sort of stands up, looks at Shavareth and just says, we need to get that wall back.
What,
Wall back.
the illusory wall?
No, the wall that I was moving through.
Oh, well, there is an illusion wall in here, which Thomas looked through it. You said there were things, Thomas?
Yeah, so I didn't go far, but I peeked my head through, and he describes the sea.
There's a faint behind you as the head dies again.
Oh, I'd like kick it over into the pond.
Delicate burial.
Thank you.
There's a faint bubble, and then that's it.
That look from Thomas up. Oh, no. That was amazing.
It might be.
Yeah, I'll turn to Thomas and be like, so where was this?
It's that bit there. You can just walk through it.
Yeah, I'll just.
There didn't seem to be anything beyond it. If you need more rest, it can probably wait until you're ready to press on.
Sorry, I'm just having a look.
It might be a way. It might be a way around. Like you said, they were struggling with the elemental. They might have tried to find a different way through.
Yeah. What do these engravings say when I peek my face?
If you walk to this illusory wall and find it and step through the illusion, you're in this tunnel. The walls are covered in symbology of Dumathoin. Dumathoin being the dwarven god of secrets. Secrets. You didn't know that there was a shrine of Dumathoin below here. The fact that someone described it as an Anvil of Dumathoin below here is also a bit like, what? None of this really connects and makes sense to you. It all feels like you would have known. Surely you would have known. Like it feels.
But it was a secret.
It was such a big a secret, and your family was so involved. You'd feel like you would have had inklings of it, but nothing like that. And as you look down at the various drawings and carvings into the wall, it is beautiful, almost spiraling, like it is a pathway that leads down this corridor and away. In some of the imagery and symbology on the walls, you do note something very strange as well. There's lots of central figures that are like centered, like there's a central figure, but it's not Dumathoin. Dumathoin has a certain look and a style that you would recognize, normally a sort of merchant with a twinkle in the eye. This doesn't look like that. This figure looks tall, armored, completely covered in metal armor. But a lot of the symbology is of this very tall, armored figure. Doesn't even look like a dwarf.
Is there any like distinct features like elvish ears or horns, or like a tiefling, or just regular human?
It looks kind of dwarven. A lot of the design of it, like dwarven beard and that sort of thing, but it's definitely bigger than all of the other figures around it, like 2 or 3 times bigger. And underneath it is... Proportion-wise, it's 2 or 3 times bigger than the figures around it, but it looks dwarven proportionally.
So, yeah, it looks like a big-ass dwarf.
A massive dwarf, yeah.
Weird.
And underneath it, at various points, is written, as is at various points over here, the Anvil of Dumathoin.
Ready?
NAOMLEN has, like, been woken up for all this. And while she appreciates what's going on, she looks at all this baffled and just goes, it. And just like walks back, like just like gives Thomas the thumbs up, gives Shavareth a finger gun, and just finds her seat and rests for the rest of their watch.
Fine.
Do you think this is more dangerous than we were led to believe?
Definitely, yes. Absolutely.
I didn't usually...
no point were zombies mentioned.
No, or big skeletons.
No.
I don't usually, collapse as much as this. I feel very...
Neither.
Yeah.
But we're both here. And still going. And finding fun new toys to play with. So that's something.
True.
I wanted to check actually, before you fell in the water, your book's alright.
It's waterproof.
Oh,
Precaution. Just in case.
I did. It's probably silly. You probably don't need it anyway. I don't know, wizards. You worry around your books, but so I rolled a stealth check of 8 earlier. So whilst you were attuning to your staff, Thomas was continuing to whittle with a little leather scrap. So you may have noticed, but it's the leather scrap that he was whittling before. Yeah, so I don't know whether I just have this. I don't know if a bookmark is helpful to you or not.
Yes.
It's silly. You know you're very around your books.
No, that's wonderful. Thank you.
The little Celtic knot that he'd previously scraped into it, he's kind of adapted it so it looks like the owl mask.
Oh.
She will kind of dig around in her things and get out a scroll case. Carry a lot, but she'll pull out a single piece of paper. This is a map of Rashomon. It shows where I'm from. This is
all right.
This is my town. This is the rest of Rashomon.
Whatever wishes that Emma had researched Rashomon more.
I don't. So you know where to find me?
Oh. You're not planning on sticking around in Waterdeep after this?
Well, probably, but you never know.
Maybe I'm probably not as waterproof as you are. He squelches slightly.
Hot.
Maybe you should hold on to it just for the moment, but afterwards.
Okay.
I would like that.
We'll roll it back and put it back in the case with all of the other things timekeeping, and we'll carefully put the bookmark into the spellbook. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great Team Wholesome. That was.
And now we sit for 2 awkward hours.
You can all complete a long rest. I will say that you probably wake Hal up because Hal's an elf and only needs to sleep for 4 hours, so there will be the ability for everyone to long rest, which means you will all be able to.
Pressed it. Press the button. Did it.
One last thing Thomas is going to do as he's going to go to sleep. Before he does that, he's going to pop the 3 gems by Corey.
Oh.
And then go to sleep.
Oh, so cute.
Because I wanted to break Anna.
Okay.
Very cute.
You all wake up in the morning, Corey, you find 3 gems.
There's a squeal of delight before she realises, I should probably be quiet. And then a slightly smaller, and doesn't know where they've come from or who. And is slightly scared for a second because it's like, what if a Zombo came and is toying? But then just kind of goes, no, it's probably one of my new friends being nice to me.
No, a zombie came in the night and left gems for you!
A zombie fairy.
Oh, Corey will like these.
Can I kind of make a guess as to who it might have been?
Roll an insight check.
It's a 17.
Interesting.
That's my first good roll of the evening.
Right. Corey, with a 17, you look over your friends in the group. Thomas, roll me a performance check, because you noticed this.
I'm not sure he would try to...
You're not trying to hide it.
To be honest.
Not trying to hide it.
If she was kind of looking at the gems and then looking around, he would have been like...
Oh.
Just barrels over. Just a big bear squeeze around the waist. Probably with so much force that, in fact, no, Thomas is a Tonk, and therefore probably wouldn't knock him over. But
Oh no! For story purposes alone, you knocked Thomas over.
she barreled into your waist and then just kind of clings there like a little sloth. Doesn't even say thank you, just kind of hangs out there.
You're welcome. Can I breathe now, please?
Oh, yes, sorry. Okay, sorry.
I have swapped out prestidigitation overnight because I can do that with my spellbook.
Okay.
And I will prestidigitate everyone to get rid of the smell of swamp water.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will ask first, just in case. I have a thing I can make everyone. If you want the smell of the zombies to go away, I can.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Everyone is fresh as a daisy.
Cheers.
You're like looped in. Anyway, where are we going?
Through that wall.
Well,
How are we going to do that?
Yeah, I'm...
Amanda hasn't been awake for any of the previous stuff that's happened. He's completely wholesomeness.
Deadpan says
They've completely
you have to jump through it.
Jump.
Corey.
Sprint.
Corey sprints.
And then jump head first.
And jumps head first at the wall.
That's perfect. That's really funny.
Wait, I don't...
Corey runs and vanishes. Hal?
Is this fun? Is this what we're talking about? Is this fun?
I mean,
All right, well, if this is fun, and Halmanet's going to run after and follow through.
Are you all making your way down the corridor in your own fun little way?
just going to turn to Thomas and be like, who's going to tell them that the fun bit is watching their reaction?
Are you all heading down the corridor, the secret shrine of Dumathoin?
Yeah, but NAOMLEN's going to let everyone pass through the wall, the illusory wall, and then like touch a real wall for a second just to see what happens.
The wall gives way ever so slightly.
Right, okay. She's just gonna like very gently pat it with like a friendly intent to just be like, I'm here. And then walk on towards you guys and then be like, yeah, I have no who this guy is, and points to the picture the tall looking dwarf.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Well, that's where we'll pick up next time as you head into the Shrine of Dumathoin. And we'll see what happens next.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice, everyone. Thank you. Very wholesome. Lovely long combat and then very wholesome. What a lovely combination that is. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone watching, and thank you to all the wonderful players for wonderful storytelling and the most saccharine, beautiful things we've had for a while. That's good. Yeah, great. Yes, if you enjoyed tonight, we are playing every Tuesday from 7 p.m. GMT, that's 11 a.m. PT, and all times in between, obviously, until, when are we playing until? Mid-June, I believe, end of June, that sort of time. We're on episode 5, so this is the 5th one, and there are 3 more to go, 6, 7, and 8. So join us for the next 3 weeks, where we tie up the Anvil of Dumathoin. On Mondays, we've just started our new stream. Emma's DMing, Flustered in the Feywild, which is a very different take, very different sort of adventure as we, well, bumble our way through the Feywild is probably the best way to put it, isn't it?
I mean, it's basically Windfall in Waterdeep, but just in the Feywild.
Is it the sequel?
Kind of, yeah.
Sort of. It's got the same kind of feel, much more of like a fun vibe. If you're really into Chris's like really hard, dark DMing, and you don't want like fun whimsy, then it's probably not for you.
I can bring the whimsy.
But if you're into the fun whimsy and you like sausage rolls, then this one's going to be for you, because as we all know, I love sausages. Can't believe I just said that on the internet. That's
But yes, that's on Mondays, and on Saturdays we are still running our chat show Talk Together, so you can join us there, where Dice Rolls will answer questions. I'm not sure who's doing this week, we'll have to leave that one for the mods to tell you, but yes, that is what is happening with us for this week and for the next few weeks as well. All of our shows are streamed to twitch.tv/alltogetherrpg. Our content is archived at youtube.com/alltogetherrpg. The archive for this video, there is a link, there is a playlist on our YouTube page, but Warriors of Waterdeep are keeping the videos in their YouTube channels, so there will be various links and things in chat, but do check them out there if you want to catch up on things. And there's also podcast versions of the show in all the places where you regularly find podcasts from us. Just search for Roll Together RPG in your favourite podcast provider. Massive thank you to Ludia and to Warriors of Waterdeep. This is so much fun. We're loving playing these characters and having all these great times, and thank you so much everyone for bringing them to life. No, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I was only playing the game earlier today going, these characters now, they're characters to me now. They are no longer, I punched a ting. They are now, like, people. And that's really nice.
It's really hard now because you're like, oh no, I have to kill Thomas again.
No, yeah, PvP's really tough for us. Yeah. Massive thank you also to our sponsors, Hero Forge, Ultra Pro and Elderwood Academy, and our supporters D&D Beyond, Isle of Champions of the Forgotten Realms, and Level Up Dice. Don't forget, you can find us on social media as Roll Together RPG, and a massive thank you again to our D20 Club on Patreon. Couldn't do anything without you. You are much loved, and do join them if you can. Link will be in chat. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your chat messages, for all the love and care. We couldn't be happier. We will see you all next week.
See you next week.
Bye.